It does have to have coverage, though. This is one of those things that needs coverage. But the way that we've set these neighborhoods up, it becomes a fucking nightmare. Okay. Wow. Incredible. I think this could be it. I think that'll be good. Put a graveyard over here. Right in here? I think there needs to be a graveyard somewhere in here. Man, it's so big. It takes up so much space. Let's put that over there. Let's put one like on the lower area down here somewhere. Let's do this right here by the bridge. Let's have one that's up here. I'm putting it sort of at the entrance of these little parcels because I think that's going to get us the best coverage. These are expensive individually. This is 7 out of 20 weeks, so we are spending money on this, but I think it's going to be something that's needed. A child health center is probably going to be the one clinic that they get. Go fuck yourselves. We're going to put that right over in here, I think, is going to be right in this area. The coverage is awful. Good. You've got one daycare in, like, the nice neighborhood down here. This is where the rich, poor people live. We're going to put a clinic, but that's it. And, like, a small one. Probably two. We'll put one over here. Right on that road feels nice. That's a good clinic spot. Let's try one that's right over on this side. Notice the lower areas don't have them. Their health is their problem, not ours. Okay. While the song talks about being a better man. Better men are not sick. Could put it across from the kids section over here. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh my god, I hate this song. Okay. Ooh, that feels like a good spot. Alright, we'll do that. We have two clinics. Maybe a third would make sense, but also don't care. Okay, firehouse. I suppose we do want some of these. Boy, do I hate that fact. Let's see if we can make this happen and get, like, major coverage on most of the streets by setting it in an area that isn't too wild on its terracing. Probably could get one over here. This probably wouldn't be bad coverage. I plan to have all my city services in one spot, but, like, we need more city services than I have space for, and just, or, like, we don't get coverage from just one copy of these things. Right there's fine. It's there. Like, what? Like, you can't be pissed off at me for that. There we go. All right, police station. You get one. And it, oh shit, they get the prison. Hell yes. Let's do it. I do not care where it fits. I will delete a road. Oh, shit. Right there. That's it. That's the spot. That's the exact street it goes on. Please, please, please fit. Oh, it did. I see magic pixel. Done. Yes. Brilliant. Brilliant. There we go. Okay. So we've got that. Other city services we need. Okay, so that's police. We have... This is all fine. Hospital, healthcare. We don't have childcare. We have childcare someplace there. We don't have elder care. They'll figure it out. We do have elder care in the fact that we have 3 crematoriums, so that's about as far as that goes. Water pumping is good. We've got 2 places to do that. That should be more than enough for these people. If they ask for any more than that, they're fired. Okay. Now we're going to take this power line and bring it down. Let's see if we can get a nice little connection. We're gonna visibly connect to the entrance of that neighborhood if anything in that neighborhood needs power. We're going to walk the power line down there in a way that, to me, would feel natural to do. Okay, so we also need it down here, which the easiest way to do this is probably connect this power line from the other side. Walk it around the back. There we go. Right across, then right across the bridge, and in we go. We don't need anything down here so far, so that should be fine. Let's unpause real quick. See this stuff connected? Our water availability is up. Garbage processing status is low. Okay, so here's what I want to do. We have the money now. I know I just spent 500,000 bucks. Don't worry about it. Here's what I want to do. Industry, I think. Oh, post service. Yes, they should absolutely have a post office, but only one. And it's noisy as fuck, and it does kind of go in the middle of everything, so we're going to put it right there. Okay. We do have a processing site. I don't know where, though. Pretty sure we have one. If not, well, sucks to suck. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to put any schools over there. Not even, maybe a library. Maybe a single library. What do you think? Un library, and it's a not very good one. An orphanage again? We could do another orphanage. We could give them a high school and no elementary. Or just a public library, and that's literally it. Give them a library by the jail. Middle-sized elementary. By the child care center? Yeah, if you have children, you live here. If you have children, you also live out here, but you're fucked. Or nothing. I do like the idea of one elementary school. No, we need uneducated people. Fuck your school. Nope, no sad face. Move out. I don't care. Okay. That's fine. We've got our train station too. We will have a single bus that just runs to the beginning of each of these neighborhoods and then runs to the train station. That or we force them to drive. We have one bus route that does all of that, so it ends up being kind of a nightmare for them. And it costs them. We don't have, no, you don't have free public transit in this neighborhood. This whole district is going to be, it's really just a whole section of the city. It's about as big as our main downtown area. Yeah, we're going to have one bus route. But it's going to be sad boy hours. We are going to create a new line that goes down to here and then back. We are going to create a new line that goes then there and back. We'll have both of those. I don't care what direction they go as long as they go. We've got our toll roads. How fucking evil. Excellent. We do need a cargo train terminal over here, which we have the rail now to be able to connect to. And I'd like the cargo train terminal to, or like the rail line crosses over the highway again, or maybe it splits off there and it runs this side of the highway. Cargo train goes behind here. And then it connects up again behind Apollo Square and then goes in line to that side. Or it's just a one-way and then it has to drive back out again. I wonder if that's a possibility. Or we give it a big old loop so it can do a train U-turn. That sounds like a goddamn nightmare. Okay. At this point, we figure out where our density or our low-density commercial is going to go, which we want it to be on the main thoroughfares of these. Entrances to these neighborhoods is really what we're looking for. We want them to be able to get traffic so that they get enough money to live, but no more than that. So we're going to do on these entrances, these are going to be our main streets, especially if they go all the way through. Tourism takes a lot of uneducated mid and high education people. Interesting. We don't need this much, so we're probably going to get rid of a lot of this, but I do like the idea that we have this main street area through these neighborhoods that is kind of like that, and some of them, not all of them. This is not one that okay, so let's just say this. Let's say if you have 2 connections, you're getting commercial. Any area with 2 connections gets commercial. Okay, well, I guess that's just you. It is on the toll road out. We should also consider having commercial on the toll road in. We want them to see commercial buildings as they come in. Maybe we will build some commercial on this side. Maybe we'll build some commercial that's on this side of the road. I really just want very little of it. I just want it to be nice and spicy where it is. So let's add a little bit of commercial, you know, back here near the entrance. This is probably, no, this needs to be tight residential. I don't see any traffic going through there that would be meaningful. We could do some commercial through here. I think some commercial along there makes a little bit of sense. I think some commercial along this street makes a bit of sense. Or maybe right at that little cluster. This little area right here makes some sense to have some commercial in. This stuff back here, not so much. But this open area and around the crematorium, I think, makes sense to have a little business center. Small local business center. This one has 2 connections. We're going to get some commercial through here. I'm not sure what that is. What, a fire station? Yeah, we were going to do city services there, but we ended up putting them in areas that made a little bit more sense for getting coverage. I think that might be, you know, I feel like some commercial along here would make a lot of sense. Just have some commercial along there. Maybe this is their downtown. I'd like to put a mall in here, maybe. Big commercial area. A little commercial through here, and I think that's enough. I think most areas are going to get just a little bit. That's enough for sure right there. I don't even think these back areas need it. It really is just along the main areas with 2 connections or otherwise robust setups. What I want to get set up now is garbage. Where is garbage collection? I never remember. Oh, here. We are definitely going to do recycling center, waste transfer facility, and then a processing complex. Yes, we want to do this. It costs a lot of money, but we can get rid of the recycling centers that we already have. $240 a week. Waste transfer facility uses garbage trucks to collect and temporarily store garbage. Stored waste can be picked up by the waste transfer trucks from waste processing complex. The building pollutes less, so it can be built closer to the city center. Yeah, this is $5,000 a week. Jesus Christ. Waste processing complex sends out waste transfer trucks to pick up garbage from the transfer facilities and landfill sites to further processing into energy and recycled materials. The complex cannot directly collect garbage. Yeah. So if I have 3 of these recycling centers right now, which is this, which is only costing me under $1,000 per week. This is about the same as this, but we then have to put the waste processing complex. At what point does this become worth it? 15 trucks with 24,000. I've got 74,000 processing a week. Or sorry, 24 times 3 is in fact 72. This is 250,000. Oh. That's why. We have 1 waste transfer facility. It only has 20 trucks, though. That's the issue. This makes 40 megawatts, though. This is good if our electricity gets low. We may swap over to this. $5,000 a week. This is really going to be something we need to do once we get the second mega urban center over here. It's not what we're looking at right now. Also, we need to probably get a trash collection site on this side of the highway. Get one in here. Probably just move our existing recyclers over because I think that this will be enough. Get it in a place where it's not under the water towers. I've done this before. Yeah, it'll cover everything in here will be covered by this. I mean, covered in garbage, but covered nonetheless, you know? Ooh, that's a good spot. That gets the whole neighborhood every little bit. Okay. Cat, don't be thirsty. Okay, let's get this guy. We'll have that one on Tenerife Island, but I think that we need one over here in Suffolkville. It's going to be a little polluty. So we probably want this nearer the... Oh, Jesus. There isn't a place over here that we can afford to kind of just let be polluted. There really isn't. All of the... Well, this stuff is pollutable. Actually, we'll have a recycling center over here because no one else is going to give a shit. what this thing is for. So let's take a look at the areas that are not really connected. This gets them a bit. If we put it more on the mainland or the main road, I think it gets through a lot easier. It really feels like it needs to be somewhere in here, though, to get all this stuff, because it's really about getting to the residential, but I'm wondering if we could afford to put it right there. Or maybe on this side? It's going to pollute a lot. I hate that it pollutes so much. We could put it off the service road. That's what this thing is here for. It's exactly what a service road is made for, is for stuff to go onto that doesn't want to be done anywhere else. I don't want to add traffic right off the interstate there. But this is going to get access to everything. I think that's just the best place to put it. And then this one can just chill. Power there doesn't need to be moved anywhere. Water treatment's fine. Firehouse is fine just to cover that stuff. Road maintenance depot, we got a second one now. Nice. Yeah, and then power's good. I think from there our city services are covered, and at this point we have the commercial that we want, so we're just going to do, I think, some high-density residential through the middle of here. Or maybe down here is high density, so it gets fairly tall, but it's set lower. I think all this ends up being high density. This all ends up being suburb. I think that's how I wanted to divide this. But we need to be very careful that all of this is... Need to be very careful that all of this is designated as not being off that main road, because it will fuck everything up. Like, this is an area where I'd love to do fencing. I think fencing would do me a lot of good here. Fence off that main road so it doesn't even give you the option of zoning off of it. Actually, because it will also readjust the zoning on the backside, that I think if these end up being fenced, gated little communities, but not for the reason you think they are. They're fenced to keep them in. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, we're going to do it. All right. Why didn't you give me this idea sooner, chat? All right, listen. Okay, we're going to do some anarchy so we can get these fences right where we want them. It exists solely to stop people from being able to get out there. But look how big that zoning is on the backside. We probably need to do our terracing too before all these buildings get in and have to get deleted again. Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. I love it. Don't be thirsty, he says. Well, shit, I went and got water because... Jesus, that was like 3 hours ago. Fuck my mouth. Nice. Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's just go ahead and get that in. Good deal. I usually have a very specific rule when I do this as to follow the zoning. To get it to follow the road real nicely. I also think we need a fence here because otherwise people will fall off this ledge. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. We're also not pushing one of the nice key walls on here. We're not doing the one that has the railing and everything. We are literally just going to be putting a key wall in, and that's it, you know. We definitely don't want people falling off. Height too high, motherfucker. Oh, this is gonna, yeah, this is gonna be a long boy. Nice. There we go. This is going to make zoning a lot easier, and I think visually it's going to be necessary to getting this area to look like it would possibly even exist. Maybe we don't put a nice key wall up. Maybe what they get is the fence, and they fucking like it, and that's it. Maybe they have the rock surface. Ugh. Maybe they just get the rock wall, and that's it. Some of this... Oh, man, some of this... No, that's from down here. Interesting, yeah. There's going to be no way that it actually does all that, but we're gonna let it. Yeah, I think it ends up being much cleaner when we do it this way. It's going to take us a minute to get all this done, though, but that's fine. I don't feel like I have anything else to do right now. This is pretty much just a straight shot, isn't it? This spot's interesting because we have the bridge there, and I think that fence got fucked up. It did, but you know what? I'm okay with that. A little bit of void and never hurt anybody. Or if it did, I didn't see nothing. Don't ask me. We just want to keep it on the top of the ridge so it doesn't end up like falling down, but that's about as far as our investment goes. Clyde, I don't know if you're still hanging out, but I put a song in the jukebox. I haven't checked and see if you saw it, but man, could not stop thinking about you when I heard it. It just seemed like your kind of music. Very good. I generally assume that people have found good music before I do because I don't go looking for it except like maybe once every several months. But when I do find it, man, it's momentous. Yeah, it's going to be too short until we get all the way over there, unfortunately. Fuck. We just want to add a fence up until the edge of the bridge there. There we go. I think if I do this... let it be right there for a minute. Let me just use move it to nudge that back. Right there. Let's do the same thing over here. Get it right up against that edge because that will feel cleaner. I think that's going to end up working very well. Let's actually see if we can fix this. I was memeing, but it really does bother me. Oh, there apparently. Oh, shit. That's good. You can accidentally fall there, and people have. But that's not my problem. We're going to let that live there. We're probably going to put some rocks there. I think we'll put some rocks because we got like this little rampy thing that's happening here too. I think we'll put some rocks underneath there. I want a pedestrian path that goes between them. So people are walking there. Some sharp rocks? Okay, listen, June. Are you interested in a position to be my urban planner? That when I get ousted, you can replace me. Because I will eventually get ousted. It's just how it happens. Offer void if you're the one who ousts me. Don't do it. Okay. See that creative loophole I got there? I can't see shit. You know, as much as this is like the amusement park fence, it really does feel like an actual like prison fence. And it is. Like let's not play games here. It is, but it certainly feels the part. Everything is fenced. There are fucking light poles everywhere. We've got to come and do the junctions to get rid of 99% of these lights. Yeah, ahead of tourism for sure. That's exactly it. I feel like we only need a fence. The fence is more functional to stop the zoning that I don't want, but I feel like we don't need a fence for areas that have a small slope like this. The fence was almost just more a replacement for the key wall. But in reality, I do want to get rid of all this zoning. And then we'll just fill everything in and let it zone. But this will help the interior zones get actually a little bit more space to zone with, which I think is pretty important. It's a good thing about fencing is it actually does affect your zoning. Going through and taking the time to do that, like we're going to be able to get bigger buildings throughout this little section, which I think is very important that we're able to get as much as we can out of what little space we're giving them. It's all about being economical, and in this case, we're trying to squeeze out all of the economy that we possibly can. Okie dokie, next up. Look at that line, that was just nice. So close. Good. There we go. We're kind of guessing with that angle, but it is a bit of guesswork for sure. There we go. Oh, nice spot. I love it. They ask you, you want to become famous? Bitch, what are you going to do about that? Buying followers does not make you famous. Fuck off, man. It's so sad. Literally anyone who does that is fucking pathetic. There we go. There we go. You just need time. Do what you're doing. Do it well. Do it consistently. People will show up. That's all it is. Oh, it is no fucking magic trick to becoming successful on Twitch. Do a good job. Do it consistently. You will find your people. That's it. There we go. Oh, it feels nice. That angle's not quite steep enough. Let's try that one. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, these are starting to feel a lot more significant. The ones that get the fencing feel like they're just going to have a lot more actual big buildings in there. It's going to be good. There we go. That's going to be a bit of a steep angle, but we can make it work. There we go. Oh, here we go. This is my shit. Nice. I love this. There we go. Oh, nice. Very good. So the fencing is like 3 layers of storytelling here. The fencing is like, we just want to stop the zoning so people know, Jesus, this feels like a fucking prison neighborhood. Oh my God. Are all of these convicts? Is everyone living here in a convict retention program? They call it a retention program because they want you to like retain a job and your like citizen statuses. How's the gulag going? I think we're actually building the honest to God gulag now. I think it's going pretty well. I think it's going all right. Don't ask the residents; they're biased. They were paid. I'm not sure by who, and it clearly wasn't very much, but they were paid to hate on this project. It's a prisoner retention project. That's what it is. It really. It's meant to help them, like, retain some of their normality after exiting the prison. But really, it's just to make sure that they stay prisoners even once they're free. Because there is no better source of labor, there we go, than convicts. Because they literally don't have a choice. Sounds familiar? It should. There we go. Perfect. That right in there. I think that's what this is. Everyone living over here is a convict. We are going to take that straight to the bank. I see no bias. Well, there you go. They're honest. They have to be. Perfect. Surely no government would do such a thing. Of course. Why would they? It's not like it serves their self-interest or corporate profit bottom lines. Get it in there. Get our fencing up. I feel like Vorfenia should be in the background with some maracas. Just singing. There. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's the angle. I am enjoying this fencing. It's fucking therapeutic, dude. I know half of these are being placed backwards. I don't care. There's like a specific direction you need to go if you want it to all face the same way. It will be fine if it's not facing all the same way, though. There we go. How many more? Oh, Jesus. This is like the point of grading where I'm like, well, I'm done reading. It's also the first essay. God damn it, dude. Okay, we got that one, that one. Definitely that one. We're probably going to add 2 layers. There we go. Yeah, Mood, it's radio from City Skylines, but it's a shuffle of all of the soundtracks from the game. So, was that in Portuguese? I can't recognize it. There we go. Distance too short. It let me do it here. For a second. Oh. Fine, I'll take it. Do what you can. There we go. Perfect. We're going to actually get like maybe a 4x4 in there. That's going to be huge. A little further. I really don't have to do the whole thing in one fell swoop, but man, does it feel nice when you can. There we go. Where it technically is intersecting with the road, it really isn't. It may just be a little on the sidewalk at most. God, what a hellscape this place is. I'll put some bushes over here. It'll be like the one area that they get trees and stuff. Okay, this we're going to fill in for sure right off that corner. There we go. Yeah, all the former convicts work at the prison. Still. I think that's what we're gonna go with there. All right, there we go. So that's closed in. This is all probably just gonna be an area where I might stick some other, not water inland stuff, but we may put like some, I don't know, we'll find something back there. What a nice smell they'll have. Yeah, the wind is gonna come off the hill and it's gonna take the water sewage smell and just run it down the hill. It's gonna be awful. Oh, there we go. Gotta flip my pretzel every now and then, but then we've done it, and it feels good. Oh, here we go. Because when I do these shorter sections like this, I feel like I'm really just finicking with it. There we go. Can't believe I still have like distance is too short rules when I've got anarchy on. That's not gonna happen. That curve is not gonna happen. This will though. I don't mind a little overlap with the streets. We're gonna do a second line here. We have that bridge, which is nice. I think we're gonna fence along here to get it right up to that road. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we're going to fence along this side. Like, we're not going to put buildings in here. I think that we're going to try and build this as like an extension of the prison. Yeah, let's bring that back a little bit. Oh, almost had it. There we go. Perfect. Well, it's over the sidewalk, but honestly, also fuck him. Yeah, let's pull back. There we go. I almost want to put the archway over here, just because it would look like it was a prison entrance, you know, banner. Here we go. All right, off we go. I have not eaten today, by the way. Yo, what am I doing? Burn, get the gun. There we go. There it is. There we go. This is nice. There we go. Let's get that across. Connect right onto that bridge. I think I can get that in one group. A little bit further back, other side of the street. Not bad. It's going to be right up against the fence. I don't think that's a bad thing. Oh, it went too close because we've actually still got some zoning there. Let's get that down. We can make that better. Feeling coconuts. Don't give him ideas. That should be fine, yeah. I haven't really been checking if we've actually been removing the zoning. I've just been putting it down in a place that looked good. Probably should go back and check that one more time. Okay, that should be good. This zone's done. I think we're actually only looking at like 3 left. I think it's these 3. Wow, okay. Yeah, that went pretty quick. If we were going to do terracing, this would also be a fucking nightmare, especially because all of the fencing we've done would have to probably be undone. At which point I cry. I just cry. There we go. See that right there. Perfect. All right, now let's pull that in. Right to the entrance there. I've been kind of fond as I've gone through and worked on these. I've been fond of the ones that had bridges in. And I'm going to tell you why. It's fucking sick. The idea that if there ever was a rebellion, you just fucking blow up the bridges and they can't get out of their houses. Ta-da! There we go. That's how you suppress them. They really don't have the option. I mean, we're going to add a central transit way, public transit, but it's going to be for profit. There we go. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so... Oh, no, this one. Man, these sound like actual songs. This doesn't sound like, you know, a fake video game radio. Nice. There we go. Good deal. We got it. Now, it's just a matter of adding the high-density residential down here. Probably not all of it. Probably high density, like maybe in that little pocket there. That little block will be high density. Maybe this will be high density. Maybe all of this will be high density. We have suburbs back here. That's probably what we'll do. June, you turned blue. What are you doing? Can't do this to me. I'll forget who you are. Here we go. Let's take all this down. I don't want this to be high density back in this area. This doesn't feel right to have this as high density. Even this doesn't feel right to have high density. This doesn't make any sense. That does. This does. The rest of this will be low density. These streets back here. There we go. You turned blue because you want it? That's good enough reason, isn't it? Okay, high density is going to be along here. But then low density for the rest of it. I mean, we're just going to have that low density to fill in, and I'm hoping that this ends up, you know, not becoming a nightmare, but we'll see what happens. But this high density feels like it can be the sort of up against this street, if you will. Sort of along the main road in each of these neighborhoods. I feel like that could be high density. I feel like we could definitely just continue that pattern of high density there. And then the rest of it could just be suburbs. It doesn't all have to be one or the other. I feel like this can all be high density. We really want to get as much high density as we can in areas where it makes sense. We might just have this entire section be high density. And then this will be low density suburb in here. Anything that's this far up against the edge, I'm still going to do, but probably low density. These sections here feel like they should be low. And that's like 4 dudes normal like houses. Let's get some more high density in here. Let's have this section be total high density. It's the only one that's super high density compared to the others. It's weird that we don't have any commercial in here, though. I really feel like these 2 sections right here would be commercial. I feel like these 2 would be commercial. Especially because they're around high density, I feel like they're going to get the... I feel like they're going to get the attention needed to sustain their business. I don't want to add too much, but it feels like these high density areas absolutely need some. I kind of like this idea better. I don't like that it's all just monolithic, you know, high density residential. As much as I like this street being high density, I think ultimately it will feel better if we do low density throughout here. Sure, you're blocked off by all the high density traffic that's going to go through here, but you're going to be fine. Oh, these people are going to be fucked for traffic. Oh, Jesus. We're going to have to go through and figure out all of the... also, this is all going to be low density, except for maybe a couple sections will be high density. Like that can be high density, that could be high density. We'll probably put a high-rise band, too. These buildings won't get tall. Hey, Toon Gab, how you doing, dude? Let's do high density here in this section, this center section here. I like that. We'll do low density down the outside. I like that this little block here is high density. I want to get as many people crammed back here as possible. Although, honestly, this is going to create such traffic issues, I'm just hoping that they use the train. These roads are gorgeous. Oh, we built them fucking randomly, but we've been playing with terracing. And let me go show you where we've done it in like the parts of the city that are supposed to look nice. Is we've done terracing over in these areas in order to get these like little neighborhoods that are kind of set within the road and sort of little nested areas. Turn off the zoning so you can see. And then we got these terraces in between. We got roads going in between. Using Anarchy, it's been beautiful. We've been able to make a lot happen. We still need to put the terracing in here, but that's the idea. And then we got our big downtown area that we've just upgraded to be a tourism hotspot, hopefully. Let's actually check. It's been a minute. We've been paused for the most part, but no, our numbers haven't gone up yet at all. Yeah, I don't think it's bad, but man, I'm enjoying it. Toon Gab, are you new to the game? Because this is like my first city. My first city that I've actually sat with for more than like a couple hours. Not just dicking around. We've actually been working on this one. It's been nice. This is a neighborhood where all of our poor, uneducated people go. We're actually just sort of telling the story that this is a... We're not going to call it rehabilitation because we get sued for not providing that. We're going to call this a prisoner retention area. And the prisoners, this is a special program where when they're released, when they go into parole, they go into parole down here. They live in this neighborhood. They have to toll in and out of the neighborhood if they're going to drive, so that there's a record of them leaving and going, coming and going. They also, if they want to go by train, they can, but they have to be on record. They can't pay cash for tickets and stuff like that. It's a special station. We're not going to allow intercity. But like this is kind of what this has turned into, is the gulag. They've got enough city services, but man, it's going to be nasty. You play on Xbox, I see. I know. I'm so sad every time someone comes in and they're like, I love this game, but I'm playing on console. Yeah, no mods. But hey, it's still a great game. I think base game is still going to be a hell of an experience. This tree's a bit of a problem. We might have to use a little bit of move it. In fact, I think we're going to, just to get this thing more in the middle. Ooh, no, it's fucking my road. Don't do that. Okay. We're going to have to do a little bit of cleaning up here. I think that works out well. That's good. Okay, we mended that. This one I feel like needs to pull back a bit as well, but it's pulled back from this zone. This poor cop's like, oh, what the hell? This is an awful road. What the fuck was I thinking? This needs to be upgraded to a 4-lane. That's what's happening there. Oh my god, I was so worried that we weren't going to be able to... Oh no, my fence. Okay. This turned into a bridge as well. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. This is where Fern lives. Who gives a shit? You know, this is not the nice part of town. They're lucky this is a part of town at all. This track is called Greed and Grief. I did not know that. Fucking Greed and Grief. Wow, what a name. Doesn't apply to us at all, but it is a hell of a name. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to be right there. Let's see. See if just a little bit of move it will fix that. It did not. Move it will not fix the kind of fuck up we did there. Also, this fence down here has not been placed. It's been unplaced. There we go. Okay. It kept my zoning too. That's pretty cool. Fern's house? You dream of the mods for Stardew Valley. Oh man, I know. The mods I've seen for Stardew Valley almost make me want to play it. You'll find I'm not a Stardew Valley fan, but Do love that other people enjoy the game. A bouncy castle? Come on, dude. Pennywise lives down here with Fern. Hold on. Let's see if we can get something down here. Why can't I rotate this? Oh, because I'm not using move it. Hold on. What the fuck is this? Brick substation. Functional. Actual hobbit hole? I mean, I feel like we should put something down here. A parking garage. Oh, Jesus. Not that much. Nope, that's a lot. A tunnel to nowhere. Oh. Visually, love it. It doesn't go anywhere, though. I'm okay with that. We're just good. Okay. We could put that back there as sort of a wall. Put a restaurant in there. Oh, there's so many great things we can do. We could place it and then use move it to just get stuff put in there. We could put a fucking park entrance, man. We can do whatever we want. This is our world, man. I do want to put a gazebo down here unironically. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give Fern her gazebo that she's wanted. I think the tunnel can go. Fern, how do you feel about the tunnel? There we go. No tunnel. Okay. No tunnel entrance, just gazebo. Okay, we're probably going to lower this a bit so that it fits. And also because it should collect rainwater. You know, you'll be providing a little service. This gazebo will have a bed in it. We can put it... It's exactly what Fern wants. A wiggly gazebo. Honestly, not that bad. We put some foliage back there. Put a little walkway path. Actually, we have a road. People will drive on it, but we have a tiny rural grass road here that we can use. That could do something like this. And then Fern is trapped forever. But that does give it road access, and we will find people in there. Let's see if we can do now, hold on, a little nature preserve path. We're going to use this one because it ends up being mostly dirt. There it is. Let's see if we can make a connection here. We have anarchy. Don't tell me what I can't do. I wanted to raise it, but I think we're just going to lower it again. There we go. And then just put some foliage behind it. I think that's what we're going to do real quick. The music is really fucking invested right now. There we go. Much better. Exactly what we're hoping. Jesus. This is what we're looking for. Oh, right up on the wall. We love that. It's a little bit big. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let's do this one. Let's see if we can get one that's small enough to not be incredibly covering everything. It is the fern house, so there should be ferns, I think. We do want flowers though, because it's not ugly. It's just under a bridge. That's all. Get some flowers in here that I add some color. Add some color. I think that'd be good. Fern would appreciate that little tree. You know, you don't know what you're driving into. But you ain't leaving once you go. It's gonna be cozy. Okay, we want some more, no, not trees. Definitely want some more undergrowth kind of stuff. We're gonna add some trees, of course. Or not trees, other bushes. I'm gonna cover the base of these trees there. Get some grasses. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I need like filler grass, not glass. Filler grass is good. Right there is fantastic. This grass is almost as tall as the fucking trees. Excellent. We will know this is back here, but nobody but us who are here right now will ever know that this is here. Okay, this is like an Easter egg for anyone who downloads this save later. Which I don't know that we're going to do, but it sounds like a cute idea. There we go. Get my camera in there. So I can place what I want where I want. The murder gazebo. Ah, yes. Fern's home. The murder gazebo. There we go. You just, every time there's a Nintendo Direct, they say you can hear slurping from under the bridge. This is not bad. I mean, it is a little hidey hole, but it's not bad. I like these pinks. I think these are good if they're kind of like just in the grasses, little splashes of color that peek out, you know? The artist in me says that that's a good idea to do. A little bit of color variety. A little bit of visual interest. I think actual, honest to God, flowers that would be good. I mean, I'm a big fan of the camellias. Fern, let me know. Let me know what you want in your murder gazebo. Some frackle bushes. Daffodils. Maybe she likes daffodils. I don't know what girls like. Ooh, that's a nice color. Maybe a purple in here. We're going with like the purples and lavenders so far. This seems to be our theme. As far as just a little bit more color. A little more color. I think some medium or short grasses would be fantastic. But I'm a plant. Yeah, I know. I'm fucked. There we go. I think one right in there would be perfect. Yeah, a little bit of color. I would love to add a little bit of lighting in there. I want to come back and look at this at the nighttime. Girls don't exist on the internet. That is true. Any girls in chat? There we go. Don't lie. No, don't lie. You can't lie on the internet. There we go. Let's put that right there. I think this is good. A little bit of dead grass. It looks like it's these other sprigs, but some of them have died, which is good. I mean, not that we're wishing them dead, but again, it's visual interest. It's a little bit of variety. It's getting a little dense, though. Death. There we go. One right back here would be nice. Yeah, that's what that needs. You know, if we actually get on the ground level and walk. Fern's house is looking pretty fucking cool, to be honest. I'd hang out here. I'd be fucking terrified of snakes that were gigantic, but I'd live here too. There we go. Time for clean cat? I do not believe you. It just says yellow. Don't think we need that. I think we're kind of there. Oh, never mind medium grasses. We need these sort of in the front. These are the gap fillers for where we still have gaps. Not very much. But where we need a little bit more verticality to fill in areas that are maybe too tall with the other grasses or grasses. Fucking glasses. There we go. Right there. One more right in front of that tree is exactly what we're looking for. That's it. Nice. I'm going to put some flowers out here. Very small grasses. Is this good? Oh, this is perfect. Even smaller grass. Excellent. The game's starting to sweat. Like, is it going to stop? Maybe, bitch. You don't know. Me neither. Okay, what if I do this? I thought propping tree anarchy let me do whatever I wanted. There we go. We want to hide the road. It's not really there. Oh, that's great. No one's going to ever notice that that's there, dude. We know. We know. That will never be, that will just be our secret, okay, chat? Just for those of us who are here today. And those watching on YouTube in the future, but either way, that's fine. So if we're just like on the street, okay, we're gonna hop the fence even though it breaks parole. That's fine. But we're gonna walk down. Look how nice the city looks in the distance. What a fucking skyline we've created. By haphazardly zoning in the middle of our downtown and hoping the buildings just worked out. They did. This place is gonna look crazy once we start getting actual populations in here. With the fencing everywhere, this looks like a fucking nightmare hellhole to have to live in. It is, by design. I didn't think we were that far away, but apparently we are. I think it's good every now and then just to go and walk the streets, because that's how we're designing everything we're doing, is that we're trying to make it, like, we can unpause even. No, I want to watch things get designated. Hold on. Wait, is that where it is down there? Yeah, it is. If you know to look for it, it's to us also. I don't know why we're so fucking tall. You barely get a sidewalk, and there are the little posts everywhere. This road is horrible to build on. It supports low traffic. We're putting high density in here. I want there to be traffic issues. I really do. Yeah, look at that. That just looks like there's just stuff growing under there. And unless you get really close, you're not going to notice that there's a fucking gazebo back there. And even then, maybe you won't. Yeah, look at that. It doesn't look like an area you're supposed to go into, but fuck it. We're going to go deliver some Borg to the Fern. There she is. Excellent. It's not bad, honestly. I've seen worse places to live in this city, this very city. We will be adding forests throughout here to help block some of the noise of the train and also separate these guys out a little bit better. We're also going to terrace in front of this in the same way that we have the rest of the town. Let's unpause. It's time to go see what happens. It cost us about $500,000 to invest into this neighborhood. We are probably going to make all of our money via tolls. People are, though, taking the train pretty quickly. I think these two lines, I don't know if I can charge for them because this District 1 hasn't been set up. It will be soon. There we go. Water will show up in time. I'm not worried about it. I want to take a look at our train lines. We added 2 train lines. And it's any of them that stop at this station. Yeah, this one is going to be Prisoner Retention Program, the PRP South line. It's going to be the PRP South line. Train 3 is going to be the PRP main station line. And then train line 3 is going to be the tourist line. That's really what it is. You saw the first car go to the murder gazebo. Hold on. Fern? Surely not already. No, we are in fact clear. The car disappeared into nowhere. That might have been actually Pennywise. Hold on. I saw the purple back there and thought it might be a person. Never mind. Yeah, here comes the traffic. You know, every car that is in this neighborhood paid to be here and will pay to leave as well. And we may not even let him go. Although, right now, the only thing I see back here are service roads, service vehicles. I'm not seeing anything getting... Oh, there it is! Things are being designated. Also, where are my water pipes? We have just fine water, but these things are not actually connecting. Oh, yeah, we can finish our... I don't know, everything is getting it. The stuff that's not getting the water pipes don't have access to any. I see. I'm just dumb. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we need to finish our water piping now that we're here. We can have these lines follow the neighborhood's main roads. It's not really an easier way to do this if we're following the sort of house rule that your water pipes have to be under roads, which I love. It just feels so nice. Inconvenient, but nice. There we go. The prison doesn't have water. That sounds like a nightmare. I suppose in this district we can do longer prison sentence policy. I think here we would want to be more punitive with our crime management. But it also now would be ironic for there to be no police back over here. I think the main police station probably needs to go into this this entire district. Any criminals need to come over here. And that's just what needs to happen. There we go. That should all be covered. Do that line. There we go. That should be covered. There we go. And then one right through the middle. There we go. Perfect. Just the one pipe will serve that guy. This one as well. That way, if it breaks down, the entire neighborhood gets to die at the same time. That's fantastic. That's what we look for. That's the kind of innovation that you get at the Gulag. I remember when I was too poor to put in water piping, and now I haven't even looked at my money in like an hour. Pretty good. I like being rich. There we go. There we go. You love that sound or you hate it? There we go. Let's get our water through the toll road here. And then that's it. That looks good to me. The water is covered. The electricity should be covered for just about everything. Do we need to bring a power line down here? We can. It wouldn't cost anything. I mean, like if it costs money, but like who gives a shit? Oh, that one's in the way. Okay. That technically connects, but I think we could do better. Let's really get it all the way down there. I feel like we should deliver that line to whoever wants it. But we can make a connection now and get this connected right across. That way we have a bit of built-in redundancy, which is nice. We could probably make that connection as well. I think we might as well while we're here. Yeah, we're gonna put that there, then connect it over. Make a street crossing. Having this connect across here would be good, but I also don't think, like, we don't need it unless we see a building that's isolated. I'm not running a line down there. Okay, there we go. Don't see anything else that's isolated, so there we go. New buildings will show up. Apparently they're able to upgrade. That's incredible. Oh, the general store is good. They have some shopping available. Some residential has shown up, so people are suckered into living here. Not that we gave them the choice. I'm sorry, do I see parking outside the murder gazebo? No, that's just a bit of tear into the void. That's fine. That's okay. There we go. People are going to not prefer to live here because of the toll roads, the inaccessibility of everything that they have to be able to get to services and get to their populations. And man, we've got some high density residential going in over here, and it's a fucking nightmare. Let's set up our public transit so that we have a bus route that connects them to the train station, and that's it. Okay. From there, we want to go bus. Not metro, not tram, not trolley bus, regular ass, sad ass fucking bus. It's gonna start outside here for people that don't have a car, which is gonna be most of them. It's gonna then go literally just to the entrance of every one of these neighborhoods. That's it, just right there. It's not gonna go in though. It's gonna go right outside each one, and that's it. It will drop will it drop them off here outside the sewage plant? What if they work there? Fuck them, they'll drive. That's what'll happen. Drop them outside the... We'll drop them off here. We ain't going in. That's some bullshit going inside. Okay, add a stop there. Add a stop there. Then we could go on this side. Add a stop here. Add a stop there. This is actually working out fairly nicely. We'll have to loop back around to do this spot. I think, honestly, we're going to go wrap around this guy and then go to this bottom area. We want to pick up the high-density areas later in the route, which is not what I'm doing right now, but we're close. This is not going to have people living in it. This will, though, so we need to get up here. Might need to do something like this. It's just not a good way to grab both of these with the way I've routed so far. I feel like that's what's fucking me up. Let me, because I do need to get here, though. That's a good spot. I think what we're going to do is grab there, and then we're going to wrap our way down. And then we're going to grab these main guys. We're going to probably... We might drop off at the station twice here. I really want to end that there. But we need to grab these guys. We need to grab those guys. Grab this one. And then from there, I think we actually just bring it home, which is a U-turn right in there. So if we get rid of this stop... No. Get rid of that one. Let's loop this back around. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to get rid of that particular stop. And then we're going to make this a stop. Right outside their house, hopefully. So then at that point, we don't have... we're going to have to do these first then. Because I do not like a route that cuts across itself like this. This is a problem to me. Like this is okay because they don't cross each other. I mean, they cross at a perpendicular. They shouldn't have to do this shit. You're going to go from here. You're going to cut that. You're going to cut that. Cut that. You're going to come all the way down here. Then you're going to start picking stuff up. There you're going to do a pickup. There you're going to do a pickup. You'll do a pickup here. Then you'll do a pickup there outside that neighborhood. And then it crosses anyway. Shit. It's always going to end up doing that. There's no way, there's no organization of these particular things. Unless I were to pull the, not stop outside the prison, and then pull this down to these two stops. If you get rid of that stop and that stop. We pull this down to this stop. Because we don't need to stop up there either. This is, yeah, this is where we get these stops. Cut that. Cut that one as well, because we're about to do that here. Put that there. This one here. And it really wants to do that. I feel like these people are just going to have to get with this one. I don't think people live there, though. This stop is the only kind of issue, but if we make a stop right there, it is still outside this neighborhood. And then that connects every neighborhood without having to cross itself. Not a neighborhood, not a neighborhood, not a neighborhood. Everything else is connected. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, that's our line. That's what we're looking for. Because we're going to pick up the high-density group right before we get to the drop-off point. They're most likely going to want to land here. This is almost certainly where they're going to be dropped off. Is if they're taking this route, they're probably going here. Okay. Or they're going here. Either way, they're on opposite ends of the line. I feel like that's going to be it. We need to name it, though. Let me do you. No, not you. You. This bus line 9 is this one. This is going to be the prisoner retention program route. Okie dokie. Let's get all of our connections off. Let's see how the train population, train traffic explodes. Every one of these guys, $2 in my pocket. Do I need it with my $8 million in the bank? No, but I want it. So we're going to take it. We are going to district this area so that they only have to slow down here. I want that. We've got them charged $2. It'll reduce it 30%, so we'll end up losing like 60 cents. So it'll be like $1.40 to go through here every time they want to do it. Should be fine. We do have residential coming in. A lot of the high density is getting filled in right now. These roads are going to be a nightmare to navigate every day, in and out to get home and back again. Great. We are going to be pulling a lot of traffic down this way. You think I left off some stops when I routed? Let's take a look at it then, Seabrooks. Let's take a look at it. We can't go wrong there. Another glance. Let me just look. Okay, so because we want every one of these neighborhoods to have a stop outside its entrance. I think this might have been the only one I've missed, but honestly, I think with it being that close to the station, it doesn't need a bus line between there. So we've got this one. This one's covered because of that stop. This one's covered because of... Oh, yeah, I left this one off. Okay. I think a stop that's along here makes a lot of sense, but I still like the idea of putting one right on there. Yeah, you're right. I just missed these. Although if we move this one a little bit further back... How about you? I'm going to move this over. Then I want to add one right there. I know these are so close to each other, but it's still... I don't expect someone to walk from back there all the way down here. So at the entrance of the neighborhood seems like the most accurate way to do it. Let's just check. This one, yes. This one, yes. 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 This one has one here. This one has it right outside. This one has that one. Okay, that's not a neighborhood, so that one doesn't need one. This one has one now. This one has one there. This one has one there. This one probably... Actually, we could probably make a stop right here that would serve both, but that also seems like a nightmare. This one's probably close enough that it doesn't need it, but at the same time... Yeah. It was the middle one. I got it. Got it. But now it's this one. I'm looking at seeing if we can move this stop over here. Listen, I don't want this to be a nice place. I want it to be a functional place. I feel like these people would walk around to take that stop, or they'll come this way and it serves both. They're so close, though. They really don't need a stop here. I think that'll be enough. Let's try that. Let's see how many buses we have, though. That's the issue. Hold on. Let's get over to our PRP route. We've got 12 vehicles. You know, 12 may be a lot. Let's start with 6. Start with 6 and just see how our population is. It's already up to 33 at this one. We know this is going to be a big one. I may make a route that is literally just station to here to U-turn. It just services the bottom. In fact, I think that may be the way that we want to do this route, is that we split it between the suburbs and the high density urban living area. That seems right, chat. It seems like the play. 21,000 and climbing. We were sitting at around 18 to 19,000 for the most part. Our income seems to be stable, holding in the green now, which is incredible. We've made all of our investments into the neighborhood, $500,000 cash, and then the weekly expenses of the utilities that serve this place. But people are moving in. This is having an issue with trash piling up. It shouldn't be that way because we should have a garbage processing center somewhere in here. Pretty sure. Let me just take a look at that. I'm not sure. I can never remember where this shit is. Yeah. It's one of the... I never remember. That's not that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the one I clicked on originally. Okay, this. That should be able to reach it. Garbage trucks in use, 15 out of 15. It's possible that this is serving areas outside in other districts. I really do need to get this made a district as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Get this set up. We're going to paint it big, and then we're going to cut it down. We want this district to basically be everything on this side of the road, so we're going to push in just a little bit into that road. And then we'll cut it out later. Let's get that district. It's the biggest single district we have. As far as like an actual residential zone, it's possible that we say that's a separate one, or maybe like this group here is a second one. We could probably get 4 actual districts out of here. Maybe 3 would just have that vertically, this little blob there, that little group there. We could. I think that just having it as one allows us to set a policy, because the entire area is one policy group. It is one concept that's being deployed. Okay, so now what we're going to do is basically just let that be messy outside there, because we don't have anything to clean it up against. But we will take this and clean that street. Clean that street. There we go. There we go. It's definitely good enough for now, you know, that's about where it is. The reason we have these streets cut out is not just because it looks nice. We cut those streets out because we don't want them inside the district. Because the district says all of these have Old Town on them, which stops through traffic. But these are meant to be our main thoroughfares, so we want through traffic to go there. We're going to probably end up doing the same thing here, which means we probably will end up making districts based on the big roads. This will be one district right here. This will be another one through here. This will be one through there. This will be one. That'll be one. Each of these will be a separate one. Then we'll have a big one up there. Probably is how that's going to work. I don't love that, but it is a solution. We're going to clean that up because the service road is the only barrier we have there to be able to cleanly magnetize our eraser to. Everything up until the service road. We don't want any of our policies inside this... Oh, fuck. We don't want any of our district policies affecting those on the service road. Okay, good. So we've got that separation up now. It's not Heather Park. Oh, you're funny. I mean, we could call that... It's going to be the prisoner... you know, maybe we have it a different name, but for now we're just going to name it that because I think that's intriguing and certainly to the point. Now what we want to do is figure out our policies that we want to put in here. High-rise ban, I kind of like the idea. We can have high density but not high-rise. What is this up there that needs power? Hello? Oh yeah, we had moved a facility over there and didn't support it with any of the infrastructure it needs. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Smoke detector distribution, pet ban. We're gonna ban pets over there. Reduce tax income, that's okay. Reduces garbage accumulation is good. Smoking ban, you're not allowed to have fun. Recreational use, haha, you wish. Schools out, harsh prison sentences, absolutely. Land value around parks and plazas, they have neither. High ticket prices? Yes, they don't have the choice. Recycle plastic? Yes, I want to do that. I want to... Yeah, let's boost that efficiency. I think that it's just something that's good to do. Park maintenance boost, free Wi-Fi. I think free Wi-Fi, honestly. It's expensive though, isn't it? For-profit education. We don't have any education in there to make for-profit. Book fair? No, you're funny. Fishing license? No. Taxation? We're not going to worry about it. City planning, though, I think we're going to go for... High-rise ban will restrict the buildings from reaching their highest level. They're not going to get there anyway, so let's go ahead and put a high-rise ban. They will never actually have high-rises, even if we levy that off. Biking ban on sidewalks means that they cannot bike, they will walk or drive. We're not going to encourage biking. Actually, I kind of like the idea that we're going to make them suffer. We're going to encourage biking, but tell them they can't do it on the sidewalks and not give them bike lanes in which to bike. Yeah, I think that's perfect. NIMBY, these are the people that the NIMBYs are terrified of. No loud noise in the night. Leisure specialized areas will close for the night. Reduce noise pollution caused by leisure. Huh. Old Town, only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles. Ban other motor traffic. Nah, that's fine. I can feel it too. Automated toll is definitely something we want since we're using it there. Ooh, airplane tours, cute. Yeah, that's good for me. Those are the policies that I want for the prisoner retention program. The policies are longer than the name, and that should be surprising. The people that have moved in, or rather the apartments that have been built for the prisoners to enjoy. We love seeing the crematorium burning on both chimneys. There we go. Should probably provide some district theming throughout this entire thing. I kind of want to set it to the Europe theme. European suburbia. Let's do it. Let's see what we get in here. Rebuild, you fools! I want to see what it does here. I want there to be a distinctly different style to the buildings that are used here. Little cottages, small houses. They're meant to be quaint, cute. Keep out of the reach of everyone else. They're each meant to be a tiny little microcosm of real living. How do these not have power? Are we low on power? Hold on now. No, electricity availability is good. It needs to be American? Oh, come on now. Do we have an American style? Hold on. Let's change it again. American Eclectic. Let's do it. American Eclectic, why not? There are like 80 different mega companies trying to vie for property value here. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Rebuild it, bitch. You're right. Let's make it American. We are consistently profitable, and that's not even considering the big, girthy, squishy chicken farm industry that we have going on over here. Farmlands we built by hand. Not our hands. Other people's hands. I need to get over here and do some decorating over here, but all these trees will be dead very soon. The thing is, though, at a tier 5 town, at a tier 5 thing, our pollution is reduced by a lot. 40%. Which means that we probably can't plant trees immediately around it, but we can do other stuff. This thing says he doesn't have water, but he's fucking lying. Oh, garbage processing status is going to get real rough. Yeah, we do need to add more, and I'm starting to think that we need the major recycling center to go up. Let's try another small one still. I think we're still within the realm of being able to manage with what we have. That's going to end soon, though. That's for sure. Let's get a second recycling center over here, because you know what? You guys deserve it. Recycling center, you said you were complaining about having too much garbage and nowhere to take it. Well, shit. That's what this neighborhood is all about. God, this is so fucking mean. God, I know they're not real people, but fuck me, dude. Real people feel that way about people. Fuck's sake. Look at all these like, come to think of it, literally everyone living here is a convict. That's how this works, so just keep that in mind. Everyone here is a felon, including fucking Susie. She stole her Girl Scout cookies. Resides at the Holly residence. Uneducated child. Yeah, she'd learned the school of hard fucking knocks, her. Remember that you don't have the other one connected. What other one do I not have connected? This guy? It's connected. Oh, this one, yes, you're right. It's probably for both reasons that it's low. We're adding a lot of new population. We're not adding this that it needs. I think it's called water. Yeah, there we go. Can't remember what the fuck it was lacking. Okay, there we go. Probably get a power line to run across this. I wonder if it will... Oh, geez. This is... Whatever I'm about to do, that's a sin. Wait, it goes into the side of the thing. I can imagine that there's a transformer box on the side of the concrete. That is actually acceptable. You can't even call me a sinner for that. There's a lot of things you can call me a sinner for. That ain't one. That should be good. And now our garbage processing should be okay. This street apparently doesn't go anywhere. But this bus is lost, that's all. They're trying to find their way around. Oh yeah, this highway. I didn't fix it any... I forgot to fix the highway. I accidentally misclicked and put a highway there. I almost feel like it has a stay now. Yes, come back. Build your dumb houses again. There we go. Did it get rid of the bus route, though? Line details. Let's take a look at this. Which one is this? This is the quarter route. Oh, I want to, like, look at it. Look at it. Nope, it's fine. It's still there. Perfect. I need to take a look at my public transit and see what's getting used. This is getting used. People are indeed walking to the bus station outside as expected. Some dumbasses are driving, fucking idiots. But public transport is free right now because it's a citywide policy, I think. Unless I found a way to turn... No, it's still there. I'd love to take away free public transport. I don't know if I can take it off here specifically. I can. I think making it a citywide thing applies it everywhere and then makes it the default. There we go. There we go, man. These are going real nice. Very good. Lots of convicts to throw in there. Lots of streets. I want to see the finances and see what our toll road is actually paying us. Is there a thing for toll roads? Let me take a look at this. Toll roads, hell yeah, dude. We're making money. 0.1% of my income comes from toll roads. Fantastic. $100 a week for toll roads just to fuck them. Like, we don't need that money. We don't even notice that amount of money. Same with tourism. Like, we don't even notice $1,100 a month. Like, who cares? Yeah, public transit is a nightmare, but the people in this district who are paying for the train and the bus, it's pretty good. Yeah, the people in this neighborhood who live here will be paying for the bus. We have someone paying for the ferry as well. So are you telling me that any resident of here will not have free bus vouchers? So it's tied to their address, not the routes that are in that area. Anybody living here will have to pay for public transit anywhere else in the city. That is an incredibly asshole move. I love it. We're certainly never going to make our money back, but it does, you know, soften the blow a little bit for that 11,000 train station maintenance cost. Industry's looking solid. We are profitable now because we're selling stuff. We'll probably stay profitable, but we started the night at 8.5 million. We're sitting at about 8 million. After setting up this neighborhood, we got up to 8.5 again, and then spent 500 of it. 500,000 to get back to this point again. Commercial zones are doing great. High density commercial paying 17,000. Very good. Tourism paying out now 3,000. Yeah, I think the tourism is starting to pick up in a big way. We've got about 30,000 coming from our high density residential, which will only increase as we do more. 66% of my income is coming from taxation on high density housing, which I think is fantastic. We are barely above water, but above water we are. We're not sitting here negative 5,000 until the sales come in from, did I not put water here? It's like in the one little tiny spot that there's no water. Drink, bitch, and be happy. There we go. Just wait until I get monuments. I feel like I got a bunch of monuments, you know? Like this stuff. I feel like I got a bunch of this stuff, and I've placed a lot of them, too. Like, there's no land value over here at all. Good. Yeah, unique buildings, leisure buildings. This is entertainment is low. Yeah, very, very low. Over here, it's fine. Over here's not so great, but, like, over here's good. These people are happy. Good, because that's what tourism is meant to be about. And these definitely got tall. Look at this. Nice. We got some hotels in there. Conveniently named hotel. Overstaffed by a lot, and not getting enough workers. You should consider laying people off. Idiot. But this should also support tourism. This is probably why we're getting tourists in the city. Like you, you're a tourist. No, he isn't. Damn it, you're a tourist. Damn it, where are the tourists? There you are. High wealth tourist. Winston Peters. I would love to Winston some Peters myself. Going to the best of best shops. Well, you're damn right. This man's listened to the propaganda. We still have had no visitors to the department store. This was meant to be like the crowning jewel mega mall in the middle of my city, but no one's visiting. I'm very sad. Okay. We had 50 passengers last week. This elevated train station has 2 platforms and 2 inside tracks for express trains to bypass the stops, because nobody wants to stop here. That's why we built this one too, because it has bypass. People are able to drive over here, park, get on the train, pay for the train. Yeah, that's more than 77, dude. I'll take it, though. Let's take a look at our transit now that it's been running for a minute. Take a look at our trains. We've got a lot more passengers now. The tourist line. These 2 lines are indeed getting a lot of attention here. They're being served. It's very good. 2 tourists actually took this line. I don't know why the fuck they would. We have 2 trains for this. Really, we just need 1. Let's just take 1 train. We could reduce that price by a lot. Over here also, I think, just 1 train. There's a tree inside my station. I never noticed that before. We really only need like a third of 1 train, maybe. If we ran it, you know, very infrequently, I think that we'd have, you know, the same throughput. This high density is filling up very quickly. The low density, not so much. It feels like nobody wants to live here. We've got some commercial coming through. What's interesting is that this is low density, but it really doesn't feel like it, does it? You got a fucking bowling alley? Dude, those don't exist anymore. Are you kidding me? I'd love to go bowling. I'm awful at it, but it's fun. God, that fence is so fucking impressive. Like, you can't even get to that road. You're just locked in over here until you get out. Oh, I love the fencing. That really sets the tone. Then you get the beautiful city in the distance, but you got the, man, the train line there cutting those buildings in half, just reminding you that there's something between you and them. Every day you walk down this street, you're gonna know there's something between you and them. And it's that fucking train. Look at all these suckers taking the toll road. I should stack these toll roads in order. I should put 3 toll roads in front of each other, make them go through all 3 just to get out. Have this exit road here and be like toll, 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 and then get up to that street. That's the kind of evil shit I'm here for. Also, I need to fix all of these roads and their intersections. Every one of these roads. Their junctions are probably a nightmare. Yeah, they are. Every single one of them. We only have a stoplight outside busy intersections, usually that connect feeders to feeders. But honestly, in this case, I think that that's still going to be satisfying. We want to put a stop sign before each of the neighborhoods enter the main street because we don't want to stop the main street from its traffic. We're only going to have a light between main road and main road. Otherwise, they're just going to be stop signs because otherwise I just want this through traffic to be through traffic. That's a good light. That's good. That's a good light. We'll do one there. I'll have to go on that lower section. Okay. We should probably have like a 4-way stop here, honestly. We're just going to have a stop that gets this neighborhood from entering that. But these small roads, I don't really care about them stopping between each other. We just want to stop these big roads over here from having to deal with lights unnecessarily. It just doesn't serve anything. Okay. And have that stop sign there. Sounds good. Stop sign at both those sides. That's a good light. That's a good light. This is a good light, but it's still kind of close. Those roads are still fairly close to each other. But yeah, you can see these lights are going to actually slow down traffic rather than assist. Capital City! Look at that, we hit it! New services, ships, universal education. New service now, university campus area. We haven't done anything with higher education. We really need to. Eco water treatment plant. The cargo harbor. I have wanted a cargo harbor from the beginning of the game. We can now do it. American football stadium, eco advanced inland water treatment plant. That is something I want as well. Capital City, look at that, great. Oh shit, nice. Next is 34,000 for Colossal City, which would give us access to helicopters, helicopter pathways. Oh, for more transit, interesting. A nuclear power plant. Oh, you know where that's going. A cargo hub, ocean thermal energy conversion plant, nice. Helicopter depot, helicopter stops. So more public transit with helicopters. I still think that the rich would love to have that shit. A floating cafe for the park. That's beautiful. Well, we're going to want to go for that. Let's take a look at unique buildings. Let's see, get up to where we are. Oh, that's really it? Oh, hey. We probably need to do other stuff first. We got the expo center, nice. We would need to take a look at our unique buildings now. I do want to get the rest of the lights set up there. We'll definitely have a stop sign on that. Here's stop sign. This lower area really is filling in quickly, which is interesting. Definitely going to want a light there. This is also going to want a light because that's become a pretty big intersection now. A light there I think feels fine. Going to have a stop sign before you exit the Fern Gazebo. Make sure there are no people waiting for you. Right, here we go. I almost feel like this is one where we just have a stop sign coming this way or off this way, since this feels like it's a main road. We can almost just let this be a Y junction, and maybe it's a 3-way stop. This doesn't need to be a light at all. We'll make this one a light since the others around it are not. We'll have a light there. This won't be a light. There's no need. This should speed traffic up quite a bit, because we're not going to force them into really sort of dumb scenarios. I'm probably going to miss a stop sign here or there. It's okay if I do. Those are like micro optimizations. They're nice to do, but ultimately until we get the full density of this area locked down, it's not going to threaten us. But good signage will help a lot. Yeah, our population has exploded. We are up to 1,500,000. Oops. Higher than where we were just a minute ago. We've been paused for most of this. I think as these fill up, they're going to want to start building into these areas residential. I think everything we have built is either high density residential or commercial of any density. I think that's just what we have across the board. And what a hellhole this neighborhood is. I'm actually kind of fond of the idea that each one of these little sections becomes its own little district, its own little neighborhood. It'd be a lot of micromanagement of the policies, but we could do it. Let's take a look at tourism. Oh, we finally went negative for a minute. Wow. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Let's take a look at tourism. Tourism is only 26 per week as far as the tours go, which is weird. Apparently this train station's a big attractive feature. I kind of want to do a walking tour that takes someone down to the water and then back. Oh, the trees did come back on their own. I didn't have to replant them perfect. I was so fond of the way that we placed our own trees. This cafe is one of the first areas that we just sat down and just tried to make it nice. And boy, do I think we did a decent job. I'm now realizing that this was meant to be lower, that you could just walk up onto it, but that isn't what happened, so they'll deal with it. Let's go take a walking tour, chat. Let's enjoy our city, especially for those who have not been here for a while. Let's go see how the city looks these days. Isn't it nice? Click on the other one to the side of tours. Oh? Hold on, let me click on this. This one. Tourism. Ah, I see. I didn't realize this was a button for tourism. Okay. City attractiveness is only 40%. This is probably a big problem. The thing is, though, I'm not building the city for tourism. I am building a city to fit another kind of concept. And we want there to be tourism, but I don't know how to make it more attractive to them. And we just don't have a big tourism thing right now because we don't really have like a... We don't have a very robust attraction set right now. Like, we don't have an amusement park. We don't have a zoo. We do have some fucking dope-ass parks, though. Looking great. This is the park where people get murdered, by the way, so don't get too comfortable. I can't fix this grass, believe me. It's not my fault. We used to have a gazebo right up here, but now people just walk up to turn around, but it is a good view. This is how I designed the city, is that there are certain points that are going to be these visual focal points, and it's an area where I want you to be able to stand and have these beautiful, breathtaking views of everything around you. What the fuck, you crazy bitch? Everyone I've seen with one of those fucking tie-dye Beetle cars has been an absolute fucking psychopath. Can I please let me go in the tunnel? Don't walk on the fucking street, dude. Oh no! It won't let me go in the... Okay. We'll just enjoy our walkway back up. Hold on, let me get back onto the street. So we'd be like, okay, we just got out of our car. We're extremely tall. And then we're gonna go into the park. Now we're very small again. I'm gonna go into the spooky gazebo where all of Frackle's friends are. Let me see if I could find Frackle himself. Well, that's not him. Close, though. Donovan? Oh, shit. She just walked through the railing. Wow. The people at that gazebo had that special power. Let's just enjoy ourselves in a walk here. Yeah, cursed sidewalk, but, man, it's hard to fix it. This, I feel like I need to put more attractions in. I'm not sure what I want to do, though. I feel like there needs to be something here on the right. Probably just some more landscaping. And then just let this be, you know, a nice... Let's do a speed 1. Let's have everyone walking at a normal speed, except myself, of course. I'm fucking Usain Bolt going up this hill. But watch as we come up this hill, yo. It's going to be great. It's going to be a bathroom. Who'd have thunk it? But this entire park is meant to be, everywhere we walk, it's meant to be this place away from the city. Even though it's right next to that main road, it should feel like you're somewhere other than in the middle of the city. Even though it is fairly downtown. Traffic shouldn't be that audible once we finish our foliage through here. We've got some great views as you go through where you can see the city, but not feel like you're in the middle of it, you know? Kind of and become very tall. I'm being abducted. Never mind, they didn't want me. I don't know why it does that, but it does. This up here is one of my favorite little focal points. I love that someone put a sign here. I think it's telling you to take a selfie, which absolutely you should. You got some great views over there of the nature preserve, which we can go look at a bit later. We've got the wonderful bridge there, which I need to name. You got your little cafe area down there. But this right here coming up, as we get up on top of this hill right up here in front of us. This is going to be one of my favorite walks so far. I mean, there are a lot of great places to walk, but just the way it flows, the way it feels. This is a kind of... I'm a big fan of parks. IRL, fucking love me a good park. But sort of as we get down toward that first tree on our right there. Fuck off, kid. Or is it the one past that I can't remember? There's just this nice little view as the bridge comes into view. I think these bridges are just ending up at the perfect height. Yeah, look at that. Right as... Do you feel that? I felt that, man. Right as you go over that little crest there and that path reveals itself to you. And you get that view of the river and the contours of the pathway as it goes forward and curves a little bit. The arches of the bridge. The cliff as it tumbles down to the water. Beautiful. You get this nice straight and narrow. I feel like this would be really good for a bike. I really like whatever pathway I used for this, because this is just really pretty. I think it's a good... Oh, just that view. I mean, we don't like the power lines, but the way that the bridge ends up framing that, the composition is just great. You know, if this were art, that'd be good. Bob Ross would be like, God damn, need a tree right there. He's probably right. We are eventually going to put another downtown area. I mean, like super dense, no suburbs, super dense area right on that, but you could barely see it over the fence in the distance. That's our nature preserve right there, but just past it, that's going to be a big, dense urban area. We're going to take the metro under the river to get there. Let's just take a minute and walk in the park together, chat. I think it's going to be nice. Little gazebo I put here pretty early on. I think in like the second video in the playlist, which if you want to see how we got here, you can go to YouTube. The entire playlist is there being uploaded. That's where our big city center is going to be. So from this gazebo, you're going to be able to see just the most beautiful skyline right over there, framed by the river. Fuck you. No. No. There we go. Yeah, you're going to have the most beautiful skyline of the mega downtown that we're putting there. A little ferry on that little green patch down there in the front is going to be how you get there, so you'll see ferries going in and out. The train has been hidden from us. We're not going to worry about it. Over on that island right there is where our university is going to be. So you're just going to get this beautiful postcard view of the rest of the city from this point. And that's how I've tried to design most of the city, especially the parks. Everywhere in the park should end up being some area that feels beautiful. You know, there's some view that is just not like that. Like even just this. Just right there. I mean, we could use a little bit more foliage, but just the way that those rails curve, just the way the path turns. This was all deliberate. I wanted to build a city, my first city. What really matters to me is a lot of money. But I also really like the idea that I can walk in it. And I got a mod that lets me do that. That I can walk around in it and I can like my city. I want to be able to look through it, walk through it. Another great viewpoint. I even put some of these things here so that we could really get a good look at the fence. But, you know, the narrative is there that we'd be able to get a great view of that down there. And I may even get rid of the fence there and put a lower fence in. Put a plaza there, something that allows us to actually see. Maybe build up a little bridge. Raise the pathway up. This is a good place for a view, because you can see over the fence there, but even coming down here. Like, we didn't want to get rid of these trees when we built this. I put them in myself, but we're going to pretend they were always there. Like, this is another great little view. Look at that. Just across the sky. Wish you were here. You know? And then on the bottom, please send help. Yeah, old people fucking love your park. That's how you know it's a good park. They're even willing to walk down this. I mean, just imagine once we have the big city in the distance there. You can see how it's just going to be fucking gorgeous. Just incredible. I'm not walking back up this, though. Old people have at it. I'm saving my leggies. I'm going to go walk around the farm for a bit, man. That's what I want to see. With this mod, we walk faster than people do, obviously, but we're able to... These trolley bus streets have got to go eventually, man. They're so ugly. Let's go to the farm. Let's also go visit Rihan's first business, the Weenie Hut. We have civilian walkways halfway through each of these blocks. So I don't want to walk down the street. I want to take one of these civilian paths. I'm pretty sure we put in. They were like between the houses here. I guess not. Not on this side. Fuck you, lady. I'm walking here. Here we go. We're headed over to the farm. I want to see it from the ground level. I don't think I have yet. This is kind of a rough little spot on the neighborhood. Why is this building in the sidewalk? Who put this here? Probably me. Let's be real. guy's sitting on a bench. Nice. Oh, ritzy. This looks cool. Yeah, right over on the other side of those trees is where all of the money is made. This gets to feel quite a bit lonely over here. We are going to put stuff. But not just like stuff. I'm just going to build the forest back over toward this. Because there's a service road that goes right on the other side here. But we want to follow the sidewalk like a good little citizen. Because we know what happens to those who are not good little citizens. But look at this. I think that's breathtaking. Even these people are just walking down here for funsies. There's fucking nothing to do back here. I think this ended up looking real nice. We handcrafted these forests and these woodland areas. This area maybe needs a little bit of love. We gave them some dirt roads to take to get back there. And they are. These people are just walking like this sidewalk. This is our wheat, I think. Got our silo down here. Oh man, this farm area is pretty. We have a single house. I think it's that blue one right over there. We have a... Fucking excuse you, bitch! I saw that coming. Okay, hold on. I think it's this blue house over here. We originally tried to plop down a specific kind of manner with the idea that this is the house of the people that own all of this land. I also want to go see the graveyard. Hold on. Not usually a tourist destination, but we are touring our own land. We didn't end up actually doing the graveyard. Oh, we have this whole land back here to do a graveyard in. Honestly, I think the farms are going to look better from the sky just because of how we designed them to look good from the sky. You don't see much from the sidewalk, and I suppose that's part of the goal. I should probably put in some fencing just to stop people from actually walking over here, but you got to go a long way to deliberately get into this. I love that steeple being at the end of the road. Wow, imagine if I built stuff on the right side here. More trees, and then this is just your walk as you're coming down here. Holy shit. I mean, that's why I put that church there. We just hadn't had an opportunity to look at it. Hadn't had an opportunity to look at it. Let's go walk around some of our terraced areas. I want to go see them from the ground level. It's going to take us a minute to get over there, but that's okay. We got nothing else that we're in a hurry to do. I don't like playing this game in a hurry, and I don't care how long it takes me to finish this town. I'm feeling very satisfied with the pace that I'm going at. Don't kill me. We could try and ride the bus. I'd have to break out of this camera view, but yeah, we could go on the bus. Just see where it takes us. Let me cut through here. These are some nice houses. These are some tier 6 mansion houses. Well, not all of them, but some of them, damn. Mostly old people live here, though. This is one of our terrace neighborhoods. But this is the bottom terrace. I know where we are. Oh, yeah, one of our little parks. Nice. I could do some swings, dude. If we go down that way, that's the longest main street. There should be a dog park at the end there. We're going to cross here, though. Go through the back area. We did add these park paths because we want people to feel like they can just walk through their neighborhood and not have to go on the street. We're going to be upgrading these roads eventually because I want them to be tree lined, because this used to be very early in the run. This used to be just a little neighborhood. Now it's become a very dense and old part of town that I feel like would have a lot of foliage built into it, you know. I feel like these would be investments that would be made at this point. But I want to find a pathway. Yes, this one. Look at that. It's a bit steep, but it's just, it is very steep. Wow, shit, you got to crawl up that thing. I have to keep that in mind. Love these little paths we made for ourselves. The ability to walk back and just go see things. We're in the city. We're in the middle of a dense city, and we're finding places to put beauty into the world, and I think that's cool. There's Apollo Square up there. That's all office buildings. High density office building area. This is a very long road that we're on right now, but it's one of our terraced areas. We've got the, oh man, let me just look at the view. The amount of foliage we've put in and the breadth of the city, just as far as it goes. You can see the church steeple over there. You can see the little landmarks of the other little neighborhoods that you're looking over. All this stuff is here for us to be able to enjoy watching. Got one of these bridges that heads down there. What a beautiful little postcard scene of that guy's house. He's probably got an NFT of that shit. It's probably how he bought that house. Yeah. See, these aren't bad views. Some of my favorite things about driving, probably the only good thing about it, because I fucking hate driving. The only good thing about driving is there are certain places, even as not hilly as Texas is, you know, they call that flat by fucking idiots. Even as flat as Texas is, there are places that have sort of these hilltop views of the rest of the city, which because it's so flat, you can end up basically seeing everything all the way to the horizon. And it's just whatever town is out there, you just get to be able to see it. And it creates these just stunning views I've always been very fond of as someone who's lived in Texas his whole life. Yeah, we were at the top of one of our terraces, but we don't have the actual asset put in yet. This is one of our unfinished terraces. Is that a bus station or a mass fucking exodus? What's going on over there? So many people over by that green bus. Love seeing the high rises in the distance. Absolutely love it. I just passed a cowgirl and a skater boy. That's how you know you live in the city. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this stop has been a problem for a long time. We are getting over to the part of the town that has our finished terraces. People are not walking on them, and that's okay. I really have them here for that clean edge, which, as you can see, they're working out very well. What the hell is going on over here? Wow. That's very dense. Some of these people are getting sick of it. They're pulling out cars. That is a lot of people at a bus stop, man. Yeah, that's a bus route that we're going to need to look at. That's backed up probably 300-400 people. Well, you know, we're aware of the problem with the bus stops not really serving the citizens. The problem is the mayor has been walking around for at least 6 months now, and we can't find him. We think he's somewhere over on Suckfuck Avenue, but we've gone there 3 times and still can't locate the bastard. So, I suppose you just have to deal with it, or perhaps take the train, bitch. That's the official letterhead, too. It's just Coco with middle fingers up, just going, bitch. Looking good. Loving the terraces, especially from the terrace. Oh, wow, look at that view. Holy shit, that's like a thumbnail-worthy moment for the build that we're doing there. Yeah, we might have a little congestion problem over at that bus stop, but you know what? It's gonna be okay. Oh, this is one of our parks. This is Horse-Skull Park. Ah, yeah, I'm just walking over here, but this is our Horse-Skull Park. Nice. I definitely want to go walk some of these paths. I built them because I thought they'd be fun to walk on. That's literally why I put them the way I did. So let's do it. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that does that. It's inviting to want to go up there and look at what this is, because that leads to the entrance of the park. Oh my god, it's 10:30. Wow. I only plan to go a couple hours tonight. Oh, that stag statue looks so good. That looks so good cutting into the sky. Oh, that's why I raised it up, as I was hoping it would look like that over the building when he came up on this bridge, and it does. It's like the perfect height. Oh, that's good. When you plan out these little views, these little moments that you're meant to you're meant to come up on top of the bridge now. Like you're just walking like this, and we've got you facing. Oh Jesus, I'm tall. You've got like you're just facing this direction. Nothing special. Nothing special. That's a pretty good view as you turn. As you turn, you're getting these just breathtaking, fucking panoramics, and every single direction is a different thing to look at. Every direction you look at is some beautiful view, which I know that's just like the side of a skyscrapers, but still, there's some visual interest in every direction. That's how we're trying to design this city, and I've really enjoyed this process so far. There's so much left to do. I'm gonna hop over to this terrace real quick. See what's going on over here. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I love seeing the top of all these buildings. Maybe I just like being tall, you know? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's just, it's hard-coded in my blood that I just like being tall. I'm not. Maybe that's why. I'm going to end up running off the cliff. I'm sorry in advance. I'm not going to see it coming. It's just going to turn and I'm going to be gone. Maybe I did see it turning. Nice. Honestly, though, I think this is great. If I came up on that statue at night, it might startle me for a second. Good. You're meant to be intimidated. Fear the deer. There we go, man. This is great. What? I almost run right off the edge. Trying to avoid that. Oh, God, I'm sinking. I've become very short all of a sudden. Yeah, then this just casually tapers off into the back of this neighborhood. There we go. Which mod is that camera view? Juan Carlos, I think that it is... God, let me look. Hold on. We're back here again. Let me see in options. I'm pretty sure... Oh, man. FPS camera configuration. I don't think that's what it's called. It's like the quintessential camera mod. I got all of these mods from a mod pack from City Planner Plays on his Clearwater County playthrough. If you look for that on YouTube. Camera positions utility, cinematic camera extended, I think is the one. I think that's it. Yeah, I think this is it. Camera positions utility, maybe. I think camera positions utility might actually be it, ironically. Because this doesn't control... I don't think this does the cinematic mode, which is a different button that I can't find. I think it's the camera positions utility. Or first-person camera? Shit, it might be all of them. I don't know. See, I don't know. That's the problem. Get all three of them, because that's what I'm using. That's what I'm using. And I don't know what they all do. I just have them, and I like them. So here's a top view of our city. We've just been building this tonight, which is the prisoner retention program. It's where all of our prisoners go on parole. They live in designated neighborhoods. The prison is also over here, so they are always within arm's reach. If something goes wrong, they go right back in. Just more fencing. We have a lot of high density that's been filling in, which is fairly good. Where's Fern's gazebo? I need to go find that again. It's down here, I think. Further over here. Yeah, here we go. When we reload the save, this might all be gone, so I just want to get a nice view of it again. Shit, there are people in there. Fern? Whoa, fucking chill! What the fuck is wrong with you? Look at that. Hey, it's Fern. There we go. Villain's here. Julia's here. Nice, dude. They're just waiting. Everybody out. I gotta sleep. Yeah, good night, Fern. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Yeah, they have to pay a toll to get in or out. Otherwise, they have to take the train. That's literally their only option. There is no other connection by design. But this is meant to be a very controlled neighborhood. So what's happening here? Citizens are sick. Well, I'm sorry. They have a clinic somewhere. If you die, dude. Like, shit happens, okay? Let's see how many passengers. 149 on that station. Very nice. Southwest quarters over here. This is all based in... Yeah, this is all based in leisure. So we should be getting any of our commercial, which is all these guys are meant to be leisure. So I'm hoping to see a red light district pop up right here, hopefully, eventually. This is a tourism center, so we have a bunch of hotels over here. And then our actual honest-to-God commercial section, which has a big boost to its big business. We are losing a little bit of money, but man, even just being on speed 1, we've gone up about $250,000. That's very good. Just in that tour, we made $250,000. So don't tell me there are problems in the city. My wallet is growing. There are no problems in the city. I don't suspect that our ferry is honestly accomplishing much. But it's also because it doesn't have much to connect to that we don't already have a robust public transit. Hello? We have a robust public transport network already, at least within the main area. The curse, I know, fucking dropping everything. Okay, let's take a look at the bus. We got 1,000 people taking it now. We didn't before. The quarter route is still massive, and that's this yellow one. This is our high-density urban residential population area. It's got 300 people on it. I want to look at the PRP route. 59 people taking the bus. Most of them are probably going to be either getting on or dropping off here. I would not. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, 56 buses. I don't know about that. Let's start at 30 buses. Holy shit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jesus Christ. We have like 1,200 people waiting here. What is this stop? It's all these lowland areas that we know. This is where all the high density is. We expected this to be high. I think we need a dedicated route that takes those 4 stations and doesn't fuck around with the rest of this. I think we need a route that just does this, comes and picks that up on the way home. I think that's it. Sip or die, cat, go to bed, bitch. Oh, I do need to drink something, though. I think we need a second route that goes to the train station here that is just... go from here, get up that street, come down here, go around the same thing, but don't make stops because these stops are going to slow them down. I think a second route that just patrols this. Gets up there, probably does a loop like this, and we just have it go around the bottom again. Pick up, drive back. Get up, pick up, drive back. I think, honestly, that's the route. I'm going to set up a second route and do that. We're going to have this one get edited where it loses those bottom areas. So we're actually going to take the PRP route. We're going to do this, the PRP suburban route. We're going to add one that's going to be the urban route. All right, good night, Fern. Little bitch. Okay, I want to edit this route. There's no chance in hell that this works long term. No chance in hell. I'd be sad. That's okay. I do not care. Your sadness fuels me. Okay, so this will take care of itself. We're going to go ahead and add one station that's right here. Oops. I'm going to add a station there that picks it up on its way back. This feels like a nightmare. Okay, we're going to need to work on this particular line a little bit more now that we've sort of changed what it does. This stop can be moved. Oh, God, what have I done? It doesn't actually help anything. Let's just remove the problem areas for a minute, because then we can reroute them later. This is going to need to move down here. Down here. That's clean. We need to pick here. We need to pick up there. We need to pick up there. But then I think we can have a stop that goes here. Oh, no, not a new one. I'm going to grab you, bring you here. This guy can be served if we put a stop that's right over here. These people will walk out and do that. So if we can do this one that's right there. I feel like if we got rid of this, then we could put a stop that was right there. People would take it. This then needs to go on the other side. I know it looks like a nightmare, but we're going to get this worked out real soon. Okay, so we need to get a stop that's maybe we can even stop right there and have these people cross. Gotta find a cleaner way to get through this neighborhood. Maybe we need to back up. They're trying to get to the bus station here, so we're gonna have a stop that's right there. This low density stop is probably gonna be right there, though. We'll make the high density stop right there behind it, because it's just going back and forth. This one is gonna go there. It needs to connect to this neighborhood there. It doesn't need to connect here. We'll see. Connect here. Good stop there. Good stop here. Doesn't need to stop there. Stop here is good. I think here, I'm going to actually get rid of this. Because the problem is that we're trying to get down here too fast. This route is a problem. Here we're going to pull a stop right there. I think that will serve that group. You can put a stop right there. That will serve that group. That allows this to then get up in here. Serve the prison, serve that one, and now we don't have the lane crossing itself ever, which is how I like to set these up. It feels nice, it looks good. That's what I'm looking for. So that's that line now. That's going to be the suburban route. Now we're going to start a new route that will be where these old stops were. But it is just going to be here to the train station and back. That's it. It will also connect it to the other one. If they want to go to somewhere for some reason, they can. Only problem is I think both these loops are going to have a lot of traffic through this particular section, which is a nightmare. But, you know, it is what it is. We come back down here, we're just going to connect again wherever it wants to loop. Are you kidding me? That's going to be how it has to be done? If I added a little extension road right there, I'd be able to do a U-turn like this. Feels shitty that it goes into that neighborhood like that. Let's do a tiny road that does come off this. Because this will add a cul-de-sac. As nasty as that is, it is, I think, the best solution. Okay, add a stop, which hopefully we can just drag it here. Let me see if I can drag a line to add a stop. I want to just connect it. I don't want to add a stop here. I want this to end. It's like if I added a second stop here. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, never mind. It's just going to get fucked now. Let's just get rid of these. Let's just get rid of this line. It's hard to find the fucker. We just need to start the line over again. I don't know how to fix that problem. We're going to start from right here, right where these pedestrians are. Existing bus stop. Then we get over here. We get there. It's outside each one of these big districts. We're dropping them off at the train station. Then we are coming the fuck home. That's it. There we go. Yeah, they're using that U-turn now. Perfect. They have to cross a lot of streets to do it, but it's not too bad. I'm sorry. Is this... Where's this line going? Just go straight, dude. Just go this way. I don't want to add a stop, but like, just do it. Oh, fuck, I don't care. See, the problem is I don't like the buses crossing each other. This is a problem where the buses could create stops for each other, but they're going to have lights here, so this is acceptable. Only because there are lights there. Let me go ahead and make sure that this is still just a stop sign. And this junction here, yeah, not a light. We just want a stop sign there. If you're doing a U-turn, fucking you go for it. Yeah, I don't even think we need a stop sign. We'll just have a yield. Just let everything yield. Okay, that's going to be that. Let's go ahead and set up that line now properly. It's going to be bus line 10 is going to be the PRP urban route. That's what that's going to be. Let's make it. Let's make this one like red. Orange, like super orange, like jumpsuit orange. You know. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and then the PPP suburban route, PRP suburban, is going to be this. It's about the same. I bet I could copy and paste, but I'm not doing that. Those are fine blue. That's okay. We just want those guys to be there. Good night, Mr. Freckle. Thanks for hanging out, dude. And then let's just see how that pans out. We got all these people that are going to have to disappear, but we should have a bus coming for them soon. In fact, let's go ahead and bump that particular route up. The other one can be normal, the suburban route. The urban route has right now 8 vehicles. We're going to take that up to a cool 15 and see how that handles. Then we're going to take a look at the suburban route, which has 24 vehicles, and we're going to take that down to 5. I think it only needs 5. We're not looking at a lot of density through those areas, though. Maybe we are. These guys are fairly dense, but this whole group could walk straight out there. This whole group is going to be right outside and can be picked up by that line. It's not going to stop outside, so we'll see. The high-density route is not being made to tackle that issue. I do want to wait for the buses to arrive here, though. There we go. This is one of those games where it's like I only meant to play 2 hours, and here we are, 5 in, and I can't help myself. Please. Oh, God, they just keep coming. Oh, no. Where are my buses? Where are my buses? We have so much demand for everything but residential right now, which means I might put in some more commercial back here. Low density commercial. Well, there's definitely some more fucking crime. Who knew? Yeah, I'm not putting a police station back here. I want this area to be crime ridden. Hey, there we go. Nice. Okay. Let's take a look at the bus line details. I want to see. Jesus fucking Christ. My head explodes every time I see the quantity of bullshit that we're looking at here. 15 buses does not feel like enough for this. 15 buses in the perfect world would not satisfy this, because if they're all going to the same place, we're bumping that up to 30. It's ridiculous to have 30 buses, but I think it's necessary to have 30 buses. Because it's not like they're picking up here and dropping off there. They're picking all of this up and then dropping it off at the end, which is the bus. This is the train station. That's where they're going. I'm almost certain about it. Because we'll see that go down to 0. Once it gets, yeah, it drops off to 0. They're all going to the train station, which is great because they're all paying for the train station. It's fantastic. We need this many buses to be able to ferry these people over, and that's literally its only job is ferry them to the train station. Apparently they don't need to come home from the train station. Why are children riding that line? Whatever. But yeah, you can see that the buses are emptying when they reach the station, but they're not really picking many people up at all. For whatever reason, these people are leaving here, but they're not really coming back on the same transit, but these numbers should be rapidly depleting. As people either give up or die of starvation, which is likely given the lead time that we have. I think 30 will be overkill, maybe 20 was the answer. But I think that getting this particular glut paid off, this is the big one right now, but getting this particular glut emptied out, getting this pressure relieved, I think is going to be the big play here. Do we need this many buses? Maybe not. I mean, it really just depends. We can taper it off until we find that we need more. Or until we reach that limit, you know? I don't mind there being 30 buses, just know how expensive that is. Oh, no. But honestly, this next round of buses coming through might be able to service this better. And having just a fewer buses in a tighter circulation like we have here, we split this route up. I really wonder if we actually need... I really wonder if we're going to need it, because these aren't getting back up into the hundreds anymore. We're going to start having empty buses, which is when we start culling them. We still have about 90 population there. It's going to be dropping off pretty significantly as guys pass. I think we could take this down to 25 pretty safely. At this point, the route is handled. At this point, we don't have a nightmare scenario. We do have a fuckload of buses, though. I think we're going to take this down to 25. If we start to notice backups, we'll raise it again, but I think that 25 is going to be the magic number for us. Probably even less. I honestly think we can get away with 20. I'm going to try 20. We're going to have some big old balls over here for a minute. I think 20 will satisfy this route. They just need to be in circulation, which now they are. We could take a look at the other route. This is the biofuel bus for which one? Returning to depot. Okay, good. En route, this line detail's got 5 on it, and there isn't a big backup. We do have 30 sticking around here. Where is this line? This particular stop is right here. Where's it at? Ah, this one. That I can't see. What? Oh, no. This one. Okay, so yeah, we knew this one might be a potential issue because it's going to be high density. There's people trying to get away from here, though. Our orange boys are going up and dropping off at the bus station. Coming back. They're making U-turns at the train station, which I'm fine with. We might need one more bus down here. I think literally 6 buses might be the answer here. We have room for about 20. Hopefully somebody gets off in all 20 or not quite. I think going up to 7. I think 2 more buses would definitely handle this because this town's going to grow. I mean, hopefully. This town's going to grow. Where is our recycling center? I thought we had 2 over here. Oh, it's right there. This guy's just sick. So if we have too much pollution, these guys will just be permanently sick. So like we just can't put residential over here. Like this just has to be zoned as commercial. Okay. So this just has to be really nasty commercial over here, which they want commercial. So we're going to get rid of that designation there. We're going to make all this commercial. This would be sort of a commercial hub for this area. There's not a lot of traffic over here, but we need to fill this with something that can stand the pollution, and it's not these guys. We're going to go ahead and delete this because they're running up my medical bills by making me actually pay for services rather than just keeling over and dying, which is the cheaper option for us. Oh, like these guys, thank God. The Magnolia residents. We have like 2 hearses, maybe. People died, dude. It fucking happens. The noise pollution's got to be a nightmare. I want to take a look at that situation here. Oh, boy. Yeah, the traffic from the main road, the fucking train station. Oh, good. These are all businesses. The only residence is right there, and they knew what they signed up for. The prison apparently is an incredibly loud place. Nobody wants to live here. Can you imagine that? We have some noise here from the commercial. We added trees, which is reducing it a bit. We do have quite a bit of noise buffer before we start hitting any real residential. They don't like the... I mean, the average noise pollution is only 9%. We really aren't hitting homes with much noise pollution at all. You know, and I think that that's pretty good. The noise pollution so far has been insulated, and that's really the reason that we have the streets being... We don't zone along the main road for that reason. Now, it makes a lot of these main road areas feel empty, but we're also going to be putting probably a lot of trees in there. We're going to be reincorporating forests back into the city. I like the idea of having a whole lot of foliage just everywhere. We clear the trees out to make room for buildings, but then, I mean, realistically, I want to put them back. You know, I want there to be a lot of foliage like this. I want to put dense forest right in the back here where we've planted shit. Different trees, not the pines that exist here. Good night, June. Yeah, I think I've got to be done here. There's no way. I only meant to do 2 hours tonight. Here we are. I can't fucking stop myself. It's bad. I think we have rectified our money problem. We're generally staying above, and then we get massive squishy influxes of cash from the squishy chicken farms. And I think that that just is working out very well. I want to take a look at my train station over here. Maybe take a minute, look at our public transit lines, see how they're doing, see if any of these other trains or buses are getting overloaded. I feel like this train line may be having a bit of an aneurysm. These shuttle buses are not ultimately doing what they need to do. We're just getting such a massive influx. Honestly, what we probably need is a metro station over here, but I think a metro station down here is just too fucking smart. I just wish they used this particular pathway. Like, that would make my life just complete, man. It really would. Especially because this is an on-ground node. They just don't seem willing to do it. I feel like I'm just going to keep dicking around with it until someone comes over and uses it, but they're just never going to do that. Maybe they will. Maybe I won't give them the choice. You know, we can invite them. Hopefully, you know, someday we'll see. Jesus Christ, The Walking Dead. Oh my God. Okay, well, there is no chance in hell that this line is satisfying its needs. Oh, Jesus. When in my life did I think 6 buses were going to satisfy this? I am sorry. You need 20. Holy shit. This is good, though. This is a lot of people coming to the city. This is a lot more than we had when I set this line up. This has changed. And we should give a notification that, you know, somebody, you know, a certain threshold of people are abandoning the bus route. As, you know, like the people that pull the car out of their purse and then drive away. We're going to have a whole fleet of buses showing up here not too long from now. All of our blue boys are going to be coming to the rescue to try and relieve this pressure because, I mean, we're maybe taking out 90 people before another 100... 200, 300 come through for pickup. And they're just waiting. It's been days. Most of them are dying. They were going to get on the bus because they wanted to go do some touring, but now they're going to the fucking hospital. And that's okay. I don't care where they go, as long as they pay. They can go wherever they want. That's the rules. They are dropping people off at the train station, too, which is nice because they need to relieve pressure on the bus. This shuttle only goes one place, though. That's the interesting thing about it. This shuttle is literally, yeah, it's just to get them down to this stop so that the other major tram lines can come pick these guys up. Not trams, but that the other trolley buses can come pick them up. The red guys and the orange guys over here. Look at this traffic. Oof. We're going to have to figure out some traffic rules over here. And I'm definitely thinking 6-lane arterials, I think, are going to be in our future. I don't see a way around it. I don't see a way around these main roads being anything other... Oh, Jesus, I thought that was a plane. It is! Look at you, so fucking cute. Look at that train. I don't have an airport. What are you doing here? You're lucky we don't shoot you down. Anyway, back to helping people. Let's just keep an eye on this, yo. This should empty out, but man, it is definitely a war of the worlds here. More people. Oh my God, they just don't fucking stop. They just don't stop. Please stop. Stop using the fucking train. Jesus, okay, we have a moment reprieve. There's a mass horde of people just exit. You stop that. Wherever you came from, you go back. This is an exit-only fucking train station now. Jesus. At least there are people going into the train station. It's going to be a minute, hopefully, before we have the next mass exodus coming out. This is going to be... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's like the floodgates open. I mean, we have a fleet of buses out front to take you. It looks like, listen, we might actually be making a dent in the numbers. Maybe. Holy shit. We need a news team out here with, like, disaster relief funds. What the fuck is... I need goddamn FEMA out here. What is happening? What the hell? Are these tourists? Please tell me they're tourists. I don't know. Holy shit. There just may not be enough buses to handle this. 1,200 people. Holy shit. Grand Station Circle route is this one. 200 my ass. That's how many people are going to be on each individual bus. It's only 138 now. Listen, we might actually be handling this somehow. Oh my god, it's never going to hit 0. Look at that. It just hovers. It just hovers forever over 100. We kind of knock it down. We barely knock it down, and then... Oh, God forbid anyone's trying to drive through this. We can almost hit it at 0. Come on. Oh, God, we're so close. Come on, just once hit 0. Just once. Please. 8, 9. Come on. Oh, we did it. Hit 0. Okay, listen. That means we're handling it. They're mostly getting dropped off at this exact station. There is a third one, but that third one is dumb. It's for bitches. No one wants to go there. I don't even know why we're stopping there, but we need to. We're stopping here. What really is scary now is that if we look at the trolley bus lines, the Apollo Loop is the one that is our red boy right here. I about threw up in my fucking mouth right there. Holy, these numbers are lying. 900, you're fucking cute. That's 900 at one goddamn station. Look up at the green boy. This is Chicker Loop. Yeah, this Chicker Loop isn't used too much, but apparently I'm wrong. Apparently I'm wrong and dumb. Yeah, there's like 300 here. We're gonna go ahead up to 10 buses. Jesus Christ. This is probably why we don't have tourism, is that our public transit is inundated. I didn't think it would be, but it is. We absolutely need 6 lanes. There's no way we get away with this without 6 lanes. All of these people are trying to turn, but there's the bus is in the way, and they're fighting with the buses to get through here. We need a service. Okay, we need a service road that is for buses. We need an off lane that is for the buses to go to. That is no longer an option. It is going to become a requirement. Any Brazilians in chat can tell me what this song is about? There we go. I just feel like I need to watch it, but this is a major traffic jam. This is what I was hoping to avoid. But 6-lane streets are going to be the key. The frames do not like me zooming in this much. This is too many people. There's no way to get this many. Something about wet lips. I believe you. Who are these dumbasses on a moped? We are getting buses in. This really needed a bus lane. This needs to be a 6-lane 2-way with bus lane. So we have a 2-lane able to move, and then we have a specific bus lane. Let me take a look at this, because we have bus lanes right here. This is exactly what I'm looking at. This is what we need. But it's not for trolley. That's the problem. The trolley bus lanes are only 4 lanes, and they don't come with their own lane. We kind of have to abandon the trolley bus, or we have to introduce metros. I think we're to the point now where we have such a quantity of transit that we cannot continue doing this unless we did something like a monorail, which would be very cute. I don't hate the idea of a metro. I don't hate the idea of a tram. A tram line could be very good, but again, we'll see. train, ships could be good in other areas. Air transport at some point. Monorail is something I'm considering to run parallel to these streets because we've got space along here. Maybe on this side, we've got a monorail that gets them down here into town. Or at this point, you put them on this road. Maybe we put them here and it just loops around. I'm not sure really how we want to do that. We haven't built the infrastructure to do anything other than an underground metro. I didn't want to do an underground metro for the most part. I wanted to save the metro for over here and have very few stations, but I don't see a way around this. I don't think, like, I would love to be able to put this here. Can I do this with Anarchy? And will they use it? I'm going to put that there with Anarchy. I think we have to invest in metro. We're going to have one at the city center. I think that we need to have one here downtown. This is a perfect spot. It's not taken. Imagine that. That's incredible. I want to put it along this street. No. We want to do it this way. Look at that positioning. Right outside a bus stop, too. Am I on a Brazilian playlist? There is a radio station in City Skylines. I have their soundtrack pulled. And that is what you're hearing. It just happens to be that. I feel like if I could fit a station over here somewhere that doesn't destroy too much, like this would be a decent place to do it. Right along this road actually would be good. I don't want to do that though. I don't mind this being off the main street. I feel like having a metro that's over here by this train station would also work. Feels like it works very well if we turn off Anarchy. It likes it there. It would give these guys an opportunity. They would have to pay for the metro. I think those are 3 major stations that we want to have. I'm honestly thinking that one... Like, those are the big ones. These are our major population centers. They take the bus over here to the metro if they want. These are our major population centers or destinations. We could have a metro station that's right down here. Turn on Anarchy, and we're allowed to keep those things there even though they're technically in the way. I really, really like this metro station there. Imagine if we were able to get a metro station up here. It lets me do it right there. No fucking way. No fucking way. That's just too cool. That would be like too impossibly cool. We could have a metro station right here outside Green, because they're going to take the bus and be able to get right on the metro from there. But if they are walking to the metro entrance instead of waiting for that bus, I think that that's an improvement. I think that that's an advancement. Let's do that. I'm tempted to put a metro station over here. Just because I know it would be fucked up but cute. I know we probably want a metro rail that goes on over this way. We'll have to see, but for now I think we can connect these. Now, in the first offline study I did that I played for like 3 or 4 hours, a lot of that was me fucking around with the monorail trying to figure out how to make that work, and I finally figured it out. It's a bit of a nightmare, but we got it there. Let's turn Anarchy. Oh, Anarchy is on. It's just not giving me what I want, which is unusual and unhealthy. I think a metro station over here is not bad. We can do that without running into that tunnel, I'm pretty sure. Probably easier if we have it coming off of this. Where is the poop volcano? Oh man, as much as I would love a poop volcano, don't have one. I think we have the metro entrance there. I think I want to get as much population into the nature preserve as I can, you know? I feel like that's a good tunnel position. There really isn't another high density population area that we need to get to except maybe Apollo Square. This area feels like it would make sense to have a metro station in it. Slope too steep. Yeah, it's going to be hard there. This is an area where we can put it in because we're planning to build other stuff over here. It doesn't get us to the inside of the Apollo station, though. That's the problem. I really do want this to be in the middle. Let's turn Anarchy off and see what building this would do. We'd get rid of 2 small buildings, and we'd have to bring that down and descend very quickly. But I honestly think that having a metro station right there is... Don't fucking frown, bitch. You're going to be glad I have it. Now we've just got to get these stations put together. Like, each one of these is expensive, and it has upkeep. So we got to consider that. But man, I think we're going to be able to look at these metro tracks pretty well if I could just look underground. Well, let me see my tracks. Hello? What? Let me see underground, friend. It would be really nice if I could see. I can't, though. Did I play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead? Yes, I have. I love that game. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. There we go. Now we're underground. Okay, we've got to get... Every station needs to be able to connect to every station. I like to build bypass rails. So I want to have a rail that goes along here and then breaks off in order to get to this point. And honestly, I think it should follow the... it should follow the roads otherwise. This is going to have to get under the river, which is, I think, going to be a goddamn nightmare, but... We need it kind of to just connect up to another place, which honestly, I want to take it all the way over here. I want to bring it right up this way. But, like, still under the road, but I love that it follows this. Oh, yeah. No, let's do this. Although it's going to connect in that side. I really need it to connect in, like, over here. Let's try this. Am I pronouncing that right? Suckfuck? Yes. Yeah, it's an old meme. It's a good old channel meme. There we go. Let's try and do this as where we want it to end on just a grass place because then it won't try and connect it to the surface. Here, that should be a fine connection. I don't think that will be an issue. From here, we want to get this to probably connect to Apollo Square. And I mean, like, just straight there if we can handle it. It's really not doing what I want it to do here. That's good. There we go. Okay, because this can now connect into this area, which then that loops back around here, and oh, it's not connecting there. And then I think we're probably going to have a metro station down there. Let's just prepare for that eventuality. I don't know where it's going to be, but these can be one-way stations, and there may be some of these that are. So what do we call people from Suckfuckville? Are they suckfuckers? Yes, they are. Because they're both suckers and fuckers. For sure. For wanting to live here, suckers. For being the kind of people that can survive in this hellhole, definitely some fuckers. The nice people don't live here. That, you know? They were nice when they arrived, but the city changes you. We're actually going to turn to the right a little bit so we can make a nice little U-bend as we go through here. We just need to find a nice place to make that turn. That's a bit of a fucking angle we're coming in at. You sure? You don't want to kill them as they're going through. Fuck it, they'll be fine. They've dealt with worse in this town. By design. I don't think that's too bad, actually. I think that connects in fairly well. And then from here, we just need to get that line connected. Sounds like your time in the army. Oh, no. Yeah, it does. Like the people I know from the military, yeah. That would describe you. Survival's a dirty fucking game, dude. It's awful. There we go. We want this to connect a lot like this. I don't know exactly what's going to be down here. This may be a metro that we get rid of later, and I hate that. I really think that if we put it right here, this is probably going to be the best opportunity to get people over here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Just right there is fine. This needs to connect there somehow, and I think that's going to be a tall order, dude. I think it's going to be hard. Actually, no, it's just fine. It's actually A-okay with that. Never mind. I thought that would be difficult. There we go. We're going to go ahead and just get this across the water because it really does have to handle an incline that certain way. I keep thinking I need to connect to this, but I don't, and that just ends up being a beautiful angle. Okay, so there's our metro. There's our initial metro. I hate crossing the river 3 times, but there's no option. You have 2 islands, that means 3 rivers, so. Yeah. Good deal. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's go ahead and get our settings set up. We're going to do one that's for tourists. We need to keep that in mind. One that is for tourists. This line is going to start here. It's going to go here. It's going to go down to here. And it's going to turn around. Just going to turn around. I'm pretty sure the metro can do that without wanting to die. We are going to have a full loop as well. so then let's make our full loop. It's going to start here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Tourism probably will land there as well. We'll probably amend that line. But we do want something that literally just loops the whole thing. Because the tourism line really is going to kind of loop most of it. And I do like the idea that it's just one central loop. If we ever found a reason that it would be really, really needed to make another connection, a bypass connection, that cuts out the rest of this loop perhaps, you know, maybe there's a round that goes there so these two can just go back and forth to transit these guys to there, which I don't think is a bad idea, but you know what, let's add a line that is just that. That is just these three. Because these are some very high density populations that we need to get moved. And if they just want to go here, we don't want to inundate the other lines with... Oh, I don't want to add a line there again. We just want to complete the line now, go back. So here, there, all the way back. So it really wouldn't take people back to this. It probably should stop every way in between, but it's not going to do that. Okay, so now we have a metro. Let's take a look at Metro Line 1. I think this is my full loop. Yeah, this is going to be the city loop. Okay, this Metro Line 1 is going to be the tourism loop, I think. The tour loop. We're going to name all of them something loop, just because in my head it makes it easier to know it's the metro. This is just going to be the main loop for now. We don't know what else it's really called. Maybe it's called this commerce loop. Commerce loop. There we go. Let's just see how that goes. I don't know how many vehicles it's going to want to do there. 4? For the city loop, yeah, 4 for sure. Maybe, honestly, even 5. It's got a lot of stops. 8. Yeah, okay. Let's have 5. Man, I'm honestly thinking 1 for every stop, but let's just see how this does. Let's let it fail before we get pissed off at it, and then fire everybody on the loop. This really does go just back and forth between 2 places. It's only for tourists. I'm going to actually just do 3. Nah, 2, fuck it. We're going to do 2. All right, and then on the commerce loop, I think we're going to stick up to 3. We have a lot of places that are ending at the Suckluck Business Center. We may make a second metro exit and entrance that will help maybe split up the population that's going through there, and I think that we definitely want 3. Let's unpause and let it happen. Unpause, speed 3. I want to turn that off so that we're able to just look at transit with... fuck off. I don't want this overlay coming up, but it is cool to look at. We're getting some more upgrades on these buildings as they're getting access to things they didn't have before. That's what the metro will do to you. And now we have metro access over here. These businesses are going to be very happy. But this also gives you metro access to the train, if you think about it that way, on 2 different sides. 2 train stops are directly outside metro access. We should see people start to walk in and out of the metro, which we've made a little bit of a cubby down there, but honestly, that's totally fine. I really can't wait to see these people, you know, stop taking this particular entrance and start either going to another train station or here they come. I want to see how many of them are going to go here to the bus stop, how many of them are going to continue and ultimately walk down this way to get to the metro. Probably most will take the bus because it's available, depending on where they want to go. It looks like they are all stopping here except Cafe Man. Go into the cafe. That's fine. Spend money at the cafe. That's fine. I don't know that we even need 20. We might be able to get away with 15 here. We have this massive glut that comes in, but as long as the buses keep showing up, I think they're going to be taken care of. Dude, I misread your name. You're not even moderator, dude. It's Moderator. What a goddamn upgrade. Holy hell, what a name, dude. Nice. Oh, no, we don't need to reduce buses at all. We need more buses. We need more buses. That happens a lot, man. I can imagine. At first, I was surprised, like, man, how'd you get moderator underscore? Wouldn't that be taken by now? Nope. I'm just dumb. There we go. Yeah, that bus stop's empty. Then we've got 4 or 5 buses waiting to go. It is a pretty, like, this line never stops. This conga line never stops. I don't have a problem with that because once they do show up again, I'm glad that we have this quantity. But now they've worked themselves out to a decent rhythm where people driving out of the train station or into it, that was a fucked up parking job. For the most part, people aren't having the traffic blocked. For the most part, people aren't having the traffic blocked. This probably needed to be a 4-lane. Actually, I think this is part of this asset. We don't actually get to change this street. It has to be a 2-lane, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm dumb. I put that there. I don't see anybody at this metro station, but let's just take a look at it. 0 per week? No. 173 per week. 9 tourists. 9 tourists. Not bad. Let's take a look at these lines because that number lies. 127 passengers. Anyone waiting in the wings? It's 150 quantity per rail. We're going to be fine. Every one of these cabs is pulling up 20 people max. Says this man going to 40. Which one's this? This is a high population. Yep. People like this one, that's for sure. As expected, this is basically their only way out, but the people living here have to pay for public transport. Everyone else doesn't. So our monorail is going to be very expensive, but as much as we did spend almost $500,000 setting up that rail, it's going to get us access to more money in taxes because I think a lot of buildings are going to start upgrading themselves. We still have these bus stations that are dropping people off here, but we have the monorail that's probably getting them around to the city a lot better than it was any other way. Let's take a look at the other lines. Got this one that says 100. We've got 45 people were standing out here. It is still this one. It's another line but the same station. So having multiple lines come to the same station is going to help really specify which cab is going to be picking up more people or less. We're dividing this station's population up against 3 different routes right now. The city loop, the tourism loop didn't come over here, but the commerce loop and the city loop both stop here. And both are then dividing that population in half because they both are going to get you where you want to go for the most part. Let's take a look at the tourism loop now that we talked about it. The tour loop isn't really taking many people, is it? 4 residents, 0 tourists. We've got 15 people waiting outside the bus now. In the station, they're not walking in or out. I'd love to see some people land here and then go outside. I'd love to see people walking out of the station here. That's really what I was over here sort of hovering for. They just got on. Nobody got off, though. That does mean that there were people, there were at least 15 people that decided to not take this bus route. And I'm wondering if they have a destination that just doesn't connect to the metro station. I'm curious if this station ever sees traffic. Did I see somebody going out of the station there? Oh, it does. It does see traffic. Good. Look at that. Oh, nice. People coming out of the metro to come to the park outside the nature preserve. Look at all these people outside the nature preserve. Is this a walking tour? No, going to work. They went to the nature preserve to go to work. Or, sorry, to go on a walk. And now here they are. I wish I could put in a crosswalk here. Not having a crosswalk makes this kind of a nightmare. The only place to cross this street at all is right there. Huh. So that makes this a bit of a nightmare. They have to go across just to get there when they could just do this. So I'm going to probably put in a little one-way that does a cul-de-sac here. I think I'm going to do that. Put maybe a little cafe, a little rest stop, a bathroom. Bathroom and cafe on either side. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, we got a bus dropping people off. We've got so many people coming to the park now. We've made getting to the park hard to avoid. Got 25,000 people, but this park is still tier 4. Only because it's ugly. Not because people aren't coming. It's free. We make it attractive. We give them a lot of stuff to do here down by the riverway. There's a lot of tour buses hanging out just over here. 7 passengers on this sightseeing bus. Nice. I am very satisfied with what we're seeing here. The way the numbers are working out is good. The low density population is not over here. I wonder if the tolls, the roads themselves, the lack of services are making it so rough that nobody is willing or able to move in here. Like they're just literally unable to afford living here, probably because of the toll, because we got them at 12% tax. So any other strain on them is going to just kill them, which is fine. I would charge them more if I could, believe me. I would charge them about 20. You want to leave? 20 bucks. Otherwise, pay public transport. It's cheaper. If you're going to contribute roads to the existing traffic issues, you're going to pay for that shit also. Hello? Who's dying? Nice cleanup job. I didn't quite catch them. Oh, there they are. A dead person waiting for transport. Smile. Not a problem. That's okay. I'm getting to the stage with the city where I just want to sit and look at it rather than actually doing work. We've done a lot, though. We have accomplished a lot tonight. We have. There we go. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with what we've done. We're not adding the key walls in here to make it look nice. I like the rugged look of it. It's meant to be kind of a nightmare city, a nightmare district. This place doesn't officially exist. If you ask what's on the other side of the toll road, you were told to stop asking questions and keep driving. The only people going in or out are the people who are authorized to know that this gulag exists. This is a fucking black site right here is what this is. This is the real city that we put on postcards. Everything over here just looks like more city. You can't tell it's any different than something over here. But the people living there, oh, they know. There are only 2 ways in and out. Unless you take the train, in which case you can flee the city, but they will find you. You've got fucking ID tags and trackers. Look at this metro station. Look at this. And then they just land on this, they land on this right here, which is the blue line, which is good. The red line, this orange line here, is just for the high-density population areas. And it's mostly to drop them off up at this area. But the blue line has very few buses and is only meant to handle these suburban areas up here. This is the high-density area. I want to take a look at that blue line because I feel like there's a lot of passenger backup there. 229 for 7 buses. We're going to take that up to 12. I think that's going to be enough. And honestly, as the city grows, we're just going to be in this constant back-and-forth battle with, we have too many buses, we don't have enough buses, we need more bus lines to divide the bus lines that we can't get more buses on. This is working out now. They're either taking the metro or the additional buses have finally caught up with this population. And I think we may even just be seeing fewer people here. They may be going to a different place. Only 160. Let me take a look at our trains, man. There's just so much to look at. 402 people taking the metro. The train population has drastically fallen. There are 230 people here. We're going to add another train, even though this one is 10 out of 240. I always want to have like one... No. PRP South line, I think is what it was. I want to get... See if we can get 2 in here. Yeah. Sorry, third one. I always want to have one train that just kind of is empty. I think we'll have that now with that line. I think that's okay. We still have a lot of people there. Usually low numbers is, in my very limited experience, low numbers is people waiting at a stop or the line just isn't needed. So in this case, we've had some people that are waiting at a stop and this line just isn't needed. If we take a look at our metro, we're getting a lot of population here. Is there a big standstill? No, this is still being serviced. Good. We've got this line that just doesn't have a lot of traffic, which is okay. We got this line over here, which is just not a lot of traffic. It really is that first line, which is the city loop. This goes everywhere, and everyone wants to ride it, which is fine. That's good. That's why it's there. If I invested all that money into the almost $500,000 to put that monorail down, or sorry, the subway stations and the rail itself, almost $500,000 to dig those tunnels and get those ready to go. If people weren't using those lines, I'd be very unhappy. I mean, we're certainly paying out the ass for those lines. If we take a look at our transit here, our expenses on the monorails, $11,000 on trains. Our monorail itself is about $3,000. I think it's serving a whole lot more transport. But our tourism is going to come from the train line itself, which we have tourism kind of set up, but it's not really doing anything. And I think it's because I don't really know what I'm doing with tourism. Or my city's just not beautiful enough to attract people, which I think is just the fact that I don't have a zoo. I think it's the fact that I don't have a university maybe to bring in tourist students or traveling students. I don't have a lot of monuments down that may attract people. I do have a hell of a city growing, though. We've added a bunch of commercial over here, and hell, they're doing fine. These areas are not meant to be pretty, only from the outside. They're meant to look gorgeous from the water. That's why these lower areas, look at this. You can't tell what's going on behind these buildings. That's the whole plan. You're on a ferry? Looks great. You don't know that that's a prison back there. Oh no, it's a business. You can't tell shit. It's a water tower. Fuck you. That's a normal town back there. Actually, that might be the prison. No, it's a firehouse. We protect our people. Yeah, you can't see stupid bullshit from the river, including this fire. What the hell? Who burnt their fucking popcorn again? What's this business? What are you doing? Oh, it's a house. The Primrose Residence. You'll wear that name in shame. 2 old people burnt their popcorn and nearly their whole house. You know, this is a nice house. They got solar panels and shit. Shit, I want to go to prison if I get to live in something like this. There we go. Perfect. Oh my god. Okay, listen. I have to press escape, save game. I can't stop playing. Please help. Yes. I have to stop here. There's no way I can keep doing this, chat. I'm just never gonna stop playing. I definitely, next time we play, I want to get more of these terraces done because I think these look great. I'm going to do a lot of landscaping, so it's going to be Bob Ross and his bush stream next time, probably. We're just going to go through and get all these parks. We're just going to do a whole lot of building into the... We've added a lot of infrastructure. We've added a lot of new stuff. We now want to go in and make sure it feels as rich as everything else does. That's going to have to be for next time. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I don't stream on Wednesdays. For those of you new, make sure you follow the channel. Stick around with us. We're going to get a lot of stuff done. I'm pushing for partner. Thanks for helping to make it easier for me. I'm planning to take over Twitch at this point. Normally I have a webcam, but it's broken right now thanks to a delicious blue screen. I'll probably be back on Saturday. I normally stream on Thursdays, so I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I normally stream on Thursdays. This Thursday, no, I have an appointment. I'm not going to be able to go and stream that evening, unfortunately. Fridays I take off, so those are my 2 days, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Wednesday, Friday. I have ADHD, dude. It's fucking hard. And then on Saturday, I'll be back, and then we'll start from there. Usually we do about 2 hours of Final Fantasy XIV for those of you that are interested in that. And then after that, we do variety, which for right now, we are hanging out in cities, Skylines, and having a damn good time doing it. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. I am going to get out of here, though. Oh!